We're still waiting for people. What were we saying about that?
Talking a bit about Julian Casablancas put out a new solo song earlier this week, and I could care less.
Yeah, that's fair. The only reason that I care is because my brother and I both really used to like the Strokes.
Yeah, they were at one point a really good band, and they haven't cared for a long time.
Right. And why would anybody care if we don't? Or why would anybody care if they don't, rather?
The thing too is that they're still a pretty decent live band.
Right. Dude, that old thing from like 2002 where it looks like it was like recorded on video is like so cool. That was like they and Weezer were my high school bands, so.
Weezer, yeah.
Oh God, listening back to Weezer is so bad. It's a painful experience.
Yeah,
a lot of their lyrics are how would you put this? Problematic.
Yeah. Are you talking about the lyrics to like a couple of those songs on the Blue album, or Pinkerton rather?
Like Pinkerton, like all of Pinkerton.
Okay, because when was the last time? When was the last time you listened to No One Else on the Blue album?
Yeah, like a lot of their like most acclaimed stuff is not.
Yeah, go back to those, and you're like, oh God.
All right, well, here, hold up. Okay, so what's the song lyrics? I'll do a dramatic reading for us right now.
No, God.
Or is it that problematic?
It's not that problematic, but it will make you cringe in 2018.
All right, well, no, this is great. Okay,
it's called No One Else on the Blue album.
No One Else, Weezer lyrics. Okay, my girl's got a big mouth. Off to a great start. We're off to the races. We're off. Okay. All right. Okay. So, should I whip out a D&D voice for this?
No, not necessary.
Okay, fine. I'll read it really, really deadpan.
Like you're filibustering. Like you're filibustering.
Okay.
Do it.
All right. Okay. My girl's got a big mouth, with which she blabbers a lot. She laughs at most everything, whether it's funny or not.
Oh.
And if you see her, tell her it's over now. I want a girl who will laugh for no one else. When I'm away, she puts her makeup on the shelf. When I'm away, she never leaves the house. Oh God.
Oh my God, no.
I want a girl who laughs for no one else. My girl's got eyeballs. I would hope.
Got it.
In the back of her head, my girl's got eyeballs in the back of her head. She looks around and around. You know it makes me sad to see her like that. Please don't believe her. You were right. That's a gold mine. Okay.
Remember, this record sold like 10 million copies.
In what, 1994, 95?
94, 95, this is a big hit record, yes.
Well, please don't believe her. She says that for anyone, and if you see her, tell her it's hey, 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 hey. I want a girl who will laugh for no one else. When I'm away, she puts her makeup on the shelf. When I'm away, she never leaves the house. I want a girl who laughs for no one else. And if you see her, tell her it's over now. And if you watch her go, watch her. I want a girl who will laugh for no one else. When I'm away, she puts her makeup on the shelf.
Hi.
Miles, just in time. We're reading aloud the very problematic, dated lyrics of old Weezer songs.
When I'm away, she never.
The lesbian.
When I'm away, she never leaves the house.
That's
another one.
Is that another one? What's that one?
Another one.
That's Pink Triangle. I tried to bully this girl into having sex with me, but it turns out she was
Pink
a
Triangle
lesbian.
from Pinkerton.
Yeah, that's a great song.
It's not.
None of
this just
Pinkerton
is this just
well.
Is this just a Weezer podcast now?
Yeah.
Well, we're doing a modern commentary on Weezer.
Okay.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, what's his face is an asshole.
I'll do it completely straight faced again. Completely deadpan.
Or Scorcho.
Oh
my god.
Or should I do it like? I kind of want to do it like Al Rickman. I don't know what the lyrics are, but I'm feeling.
I'm done. She's a lesbian. I thought I had found the one.
When I'm stable long enough,
Hans,
I start to look around for love.
Booby, I'm your white knight.
See a sweet and floral print. My mind begins the arrangement. When I start to feel that pull, turns out I just pulled myself. She would never go
listening
with
to this.
me. Were the last girl on Earth? Were I the last girl on Earth? Right?
What? Fuck it. What's his name? Rivers Cuomo?
Yeah.
His parents were like hippies, and like they raised him in an ashram. So his name is His name is Rivers Cuomo. Yes.
Wow.
I'm dumb. She's a lesbian. I thought I had found the one. We were good as married in my mind, but married in my mind's no good. Pink triangle on her sleeve. Let me know the truth. Let me know the truth.
Oh.
Might have smoked... I can't do this. Might have smoked a few in my time, but never thought it was a crime. Knew the day would surely come when I'd chill and settle down. When I think I found a good old-fashioned girl, then she put me in my place. If everyone's a little queer, can't she be a little straight? Wait, really?
Yeah, really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, it's basically, man, she's so hot, but she won't bone me. This is bullshit.
Oh my god.
This is real.
I need the context for this record. I
listened to like 4 Weezer songs. All I know is like Beverly Hills.
Yeah, exactly.
And Ash Pipe. Like, that's it.
I look just like Buddy Holly. That's the one that everybody sings and then doesn't realize, oh no.
I thought they were just like the dork band.
They are. This is the problem. This was like 90s, early 2000s. To be a cool nerd was to still be the misogynist guy.
Well,
somehow,
literally, the majority of his songs are, come on, no, have sex with me.
It's like this, like,
I don't
hypnotic
care if
anthem
you're gay. Just do it.
This is almost like where the good guy originated from.
So, Rivers Cuomo wrote the entirety of Pinkerton while he was at Harvard, sad and like temporarily quit Weezer and put them on hiatus. And he was at Weezer and he was at Harvard and he was like sad and lonely that no one recognized him. And he wrote all these whingy, sad lyrics, and that became Pinkerton, one of the most critically acclaimed albums of the 90s.
And it opens with a song that is a love letter to a fangirl from Japan who was definitely underage at the time.
They actually have to pay royalties to her.
Wait, what?
Across the sea, yup.
You are 18-year-old girl who live in small city of Japan. Yeah, that one.
Oh my god.
Like,
you don't remember that?
No, I remember. I didn't know it was based off of an actual girl. I figured he would have just made up someone instead of fucking listing off her home address.
Oh, that's not how Rivers Cuomo roll.
Wait, what's that one called? I'll do that one next.
It's called Across the Sea.
That's not how Rivers Cuomo do.
Here we go.
It's not his jam.
Who am I doing for this one? Are we still on an Alan Rickman train?
I don't know, man.
Patrick Stewart on this.
All right, I'll just
Patrick
do
Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. I'm not okay. Earl Grey in Star Trek.
Engage.
Okay, if you can't do that, do Maurice LaMarche as Orson Welles.
I think the
hold on.
I'm gonna go ahead and start playing the game, and then we'll just kind of start reevaluating things that everybody.
did he remove the article from like? Did he like? Okay,
it's not. Lyric is paraphrased. You are word from the letter.
You are 18-year-old girl. Like
yes, he wrote it in fake like broken English.
Oh.
That's okay. Just confirming.
What a class act.
All right. Okay. This will be okay. You are 18-year-old girl who live in small city of Japan. You heard me on the radio about 1 year ago, and you wanted to know all about me and my hobbies, my favorite food, and my birthday.
Alright.
Why are you so far away from me?
Worse.
Everything
and
that
your
lives
way
is designed
across
to end.
the sea. I could never touch
you. Trapped.
Alright. There it is.
I think it would be. I could never touch you. I think it would be wrong.
Punishment?
I've got your letter. Touch was creeping in.
I cannot
got your letter. You've got my song.
If we'll ever
they don't make stationery like this where I'm from. So fragile. So refined. So I sniff and I lick your envelope.
Your House Squadron, come in.
And fall to little pieces every time.
Systems green across the board.
I wonder what clothes you wear to
This is
school.
Operator 60. All units confirmed. We've passed the
I wonder how you
threshold and
decorate
are
your
proceeding
room.
toward the target.
Okay, no.
Understood.
Yeah, you can't, right?
I didn't realize that the fucking Amber Alert had a theme song.
Literally, the next lyric is, I wonder how you touch yourself.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Rivers, buddy!
That escalated. And I curse myself for being across the sea.
12H down. All units
don't
activate
worry.
manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
It's bad enough that he wrote this to her. It's weird that he made a song about it.
At 10, I shaved my head and tried to be a monk. I thought the older woman would like me if I did. You see, Ma, I'm a good little boy. Good little boy. It's all your fault, Mama. It's all your fault. God damn, this business is really lame. I've got to live on an island to find the juice. So you send me your love from all around the world. The juice. As if I could live on words and dreams and a million screams. Oh, how I need a hand in mine.
11B, down. Our HO229 canceller is ineffective.
Okay.
River's credit, he was deeply embarrassed of this record for like years.
No.
He
Alert. Enemy
reluctant to play these songs because again, this is their most critically acclaimed record.
Somehow.
This messy, weird record full of these disturbing, problematic lyrics is the record that all other Weezer albums are compared to. People have been mad for years that they have not made another one of these records. Well, maybe because Rivers is like 45 and married now?
Yeah, and no longer nagging for sex. That's just...
No longer an apparent pedophile?
Well, okay, so the... Hey, he did edit the letter so that it at least sounded like she was 18.
Yeah, you can imagine like that pitch to the rest of the band. Like, dude, you cannot sing this. She's like 50. No, guys, we'll say she's 18. No one will say anything.
No. Hey, right here when it says 18, why does that have whiteout?
Multiple surrounding enemies.
I apologize for anybody who's watching the stream. I'm waiting for the point at which the game will allow me to actually go into the settings of the menu and turn it down the in-game music. I'm playing NieR.
Mobile configuration.
Uh-oh.
What?
Good luck.
With what?
NieR.
Evan, do you have Dark Souls?
Prepare to Die edition on Steam, yes.
Oh, you should run that.
That's what it's called? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're subtle.
Alright, so what am wow, you know, like, I only knew Weezer.
Or Pinkerton.
Am I just going down the list now? Is this
it's sad and depressed.
There's Only in Dreams, the super long Journey style ballad one at the end of the first album.
Okay, hold on.
No. Try to go through the songs on the Red album, which are really bad.
Oh god, the only one I remember is Pork and Beans. I don't remember the rest of them.
Exactly.
Worst set of movies ever.
Alright, Red album. Let's do this thing. If we will load. Genius. Loading them up.
Perfect.
This is so funny. I only knew like 4 Weezer songs, and I'm like, yeah, they're like
later songs because Rivers Cuomo has a Genius account and he annotates his own lyrics.
Does he really?
Okay, so am I just like running through this, or do I have to start a particular one?
Yeah.
I like I said, Troublemaker is one of my least favorite songs of all time. You can start with that.
All right.
Ooh, you, I sound like a sex pervert.
All right.
How am I doing this?
Says Orson Welles. Can you do that voice?
Orson Welles.
Put me.
You can do the brain.
Yeah, just do the brain.
Put me.
Wait, like from Superman?
I'm assuming he means like
Pinky and the.
Oh, I'm thinking of Brainiac.
Brainiac. I don't even remember what his voice
Brain
was
from Pinky and the Brain is
like a normal British guy.
The Brain
But
Making
also a
Brain is
robot.
basically Maurice LaMarche doing his Orson Welles.
Oh, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he got the job. He's in the snow.
Put me in a special school because I am such a fool, and I don't need a single book to teach me how. Who needs stupid books? They are for petty crooks, and I will learn by studying the lessons in my dreams.
Rivers Cuomo confirmed illiterate. I like to see that all of these all of these lyric sheets are just like Charlie Day fucking just
like written in crayon.
Damn man! Oh!
And movies are as bad. And movies are as bad as eating chocolate ice cream. They only sicken me. Don't let me play football. I'll sack the quarterback and Jack, the brother of the ball.
Oh, I was kidding. He might just be making these up on the spot.
He's totally was.
I honestly hope
these are all the kinds of songs that are just like improvised lyrics because he's at a party trying to impress a woman.
I genuinely hope that Rivers Cuomo has just bullshitted his entire career. Just like
I'm a troublemaker, never been a faker, doing things my own way and never giving up. I'm a troublemaker, not a double taker. I don't have the patience to keep it on the up.
Alert.
I picked up the
5 minutes to
guitar.
write a chorus.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
What does this signify? I'm going to play some heavy metal riffs and you will die.
Oh my god.
You wanted arts and crafts? How's this for arts and crafts?
Oh, oh no.
What?
That's right.
Is this like slam poetry? I don't.
I'm growing out my hair. I'm moving out to Cherokee. I'm going to be a rock star, and you are going to bear with me.
Oh god, he's just reading his diary. Like he was reaching the deadline. He's like, no, I've got tons of great songs. Here, check this one out. This is the fucking Weezer equivalent of chopping broccoli.
Because I can't work a job like any other slob, punching in and punching out and sucking up to Bob, marrying a biatch, having 7 kids,
Please
giving
tell
up
me it's written like
and
that.
growing old. It's spelled BEEYOTCH.
Oh god, yes, thank you.
Marrying a biatch and having 7 kids. Instead of kids, it's kids.
I remember hearing something on the radio and I could not believe it. It was so bad.
Hey man, when you absolutely have to rhyme bitch with kids, you can make it work. Just try harder, apparently.
I'm going to be a star, and people will crane necks to get a glimpse of me and see if I'm having sex.
What album is this from?
The Red Album.
Red Album.
The bad
2008.
One.
And studying my moves, they try to understand why I am so unlike the singers in the other bands. I'm such a mystery as anyone can see, there isn't anybody else quite like me. And when it's party time, it's 1999. I'll party by myself, because I'm such a special guy.
Oh my god. I think we're just discovering now that Rivers Cuomo might be a crazy person.
No,
And,
we're
like-
not discovering this, but
No,
not
no,
enough
no.
people know.
But
We're alerting the public.
We are
Isn't
like
that thing on-
Spotlight for Weezer. This is Weezer lights.
So what?
because again, this was their worst sell. This is like their worst acclaimed album, the Red Album. People hated this record a lot,
I bet.
and yet this was the #2 song on the Billboard Alternative Rock chart. They played this on stations across America multiple
God.
times a day.
Can't believe it.
Well, so here's the thing: is that if the beat is good, nobody will listen to the lyrics. Fucking Oingo Boingo is proof of this. Of like, wow, this is my jam.
Yo,
They're like, hey,
Dead
if you
Man's
listen to
Party
it,
is
it's
a
about touching
transcendent
kids.
song. I don't
Wait,
know what you're talking about.
I'm looking at the Billboard Alternative chart for October 11th, 2008, when this song peaked at #2. So this song peaked higher than Paper Planes by MIA on the same chart.
Wow.
Let's see what else. A really good Snow Patrol song could get higher than #38. That's all it could get high as.
Get
This was
high
on
on
the
paper.
same chart as a bunch of Foo Fighters songs I can't tell apart.
Good call.
God, this was not a good year for the alternative charts. To the point where Metallica has a top 5 song on the alternative charts. Not the hard rock charts.
Alternative?
Outside of the 90s, Metallica's on there?
Wait, what year was that?
2008.
2008. Wow.
Yeah, that was
And
their
this
last
must have been
album, remember?
Metallica's smooth jazz album.
Yeah, to be
This is-
considered alternative? Yeah, definitely.
Jesus Christ.
Here, no,
Well,
even
so-
even
It was-
better. Even better.
It was Death Magnetic, that's right. Yeah, I remember that album.
easy song on this alternative chart.
So it's the same thing. Reading Rivers Cuomo lyrics in like just monotone has the same weird effect of, oh my god, he's a crazy person. As if
Right.
you listen to a Trump speech, it's incoherent, but it's like, wow, he's really charismatic. I think he knows what he's talking about. But if you have somebody else in monotone read Trump speeches,
Or
he
have
sounds
Mark
like
Hamill
a
read it
crazy
maniacally.
person.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so wait, am I still running on this? Am I still running on this Weezer trade, or should we
Oh,
talk about
please.
video games?
Absolutely,
We
yes.
can talk
No, no,
video
no.
games.
I mean, we
We could do Weezer.
we could do Weezer. We're still waiting on Chris and Travis, but I think they'll just jump in whenever
Okay.
they're ready.
I mean,
What's-
what else is
if
going
we-
on in the news world?
If I have to do one more Weezer song, what's it gotta be?
Let me look. I have a couple.
I'm sure there's several. Oh
This is,
god,
like,
there's
mind-blowing
another,
to me.
there's
I
another
saw-
one on Pinkerton that I'm not remembering.
My name's 9X.
I got one.
Tired
if
of
you're wondering-
sex.
If you're wondering if I wanted to,
That sounds promising.
The Goliath you came here to take out?
That's bad. What else is really bad? There's one on Ratitude that's really
I guess
awful.
we have to find the target then.
All of Ratitude is really awful.
So I'll take a look
Remember
around.
how they named an album Hurley after the fucking Lost character, and the only good song was on the deluxe album, and it was a song from the Wiggles?
Yup.
Oh
All
my
right.
God, that's
Here,
probably
you
real.
can read the single from Ratitude. I'll throw it in the chat. It's not good.
All right.
Oh,
Give it
you know what is good? Fucking Night in the Woods. God damn.
Yeah, video
That's a video
games.
That sure is a video game. Alright,
All right.
continue.
Okay. Here we go.
How much time have you put into that?
I thought this was gonna be a short game. I am
Oh,
fucking 20 hours into this shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay,
Travis
this
didn't
is-
make it seem like it was going to be very long at all.
is
So
probably-
it has a long build up, but then once it starts moving, it starts fucking moving.
And it gets
like
spooky?
stuff starts popping off. But like it is a full game leading up to stuff happening. But you know what? I'm actively enjoying the nothing happening bits. Just because it's like Cool Dude Simulator and then also Call of Cthulhu.
Huh. And what does the Call of Cthulhu have to do with being a post-college a post-college grad going back to their hometown?
Exactly.
Oh, okay, it doesn't.
It just takes like a hard pivot into wait, what? It's like it is a sharp turn too. Like you're having fun, you're having some weird dreams, but like you're having a good time hanging out in the old place. You're getting some jam on. Some dude walks down the fucking corner and goes Cthulhu for fucking, and then you just see some kid disappear, and you're like, "Hey yo, what?"
Ayo, what?
Well, speaking of Ayo, what? Let me finish this Weezer saga.
Yeah.
So this is actually like the only song of the ones we've gone through that I actually like remember how it sounds. So this will be extra mind blowing for me.
Because he slurs the lyrics on this one, so you're not sure what he's actually saying. You're like, really a Slayer teacher? Why?
Yeah, because I remember now how it begins. The moon was shining on the lake at night. So okay, so I remember this now, but here's how it will sound deadpan. The moon was shining on the lake at night. The Slayer T-shirt fit the scene.
Oh God!
Just right. Through smeared mascara, I looked into your eyes and saw a light. You told me about your chickadees. They didn't like BB guns or stupid archery. You charmed the lifeguard. He let them use the pool all day for free. Then the conversation stopped, and I looked down at my feet. I was next to you, and you were right there next to me. Then I said, "Girl, if you're wondering if I want you to, I want you to. I want you to. So make the move. Make the move, because I ain't got all night." That's how it goes!
Yeah, I see I have not missed the Weezer lyric.
Oh, this is the end of the saga.
Dissertation.
See, okay, so like I thought this whole time the song is that it was like the girl telling him, "Go if you're wondering if I want you to." Not the guy telling her. Like, what is it? Is this Blurred Lines? Like alt rock Blurred Lines? Is that what I'm reading? Oh
God. Yeah, remember when that was a big deal?
Children when this song came out.
Yeah. All right, okay. Well, let me continue. The rest of the summer was the best we've ever had. We watched Titanic, and it didn't make us sad.
So he's a sociopath. All right.
I took you to Best Buy. You took me home.
The lyrics to the song.
I took you to Best Buy.
Check for these.
You took me home to meet your mom and dad. Okay, that's some disparity.
Well, like, is this supposed to be from the perspective of a 15-year-old boy?
Who knows? Well, Titanic. So he wasn't 15. Because he wasn't 12 when the Blue Album came out.
So your mom cooked meatloaf, even though I don't eat meat. I dug you so much, I took some for the team. Your dad was silent.
Oh my God.
His eyes were fixed to what was on TV.
I think everything about hipster/meninist culture that exists, like, some of it can be accredited to Rivers Cuomo.
Then the conversation stopped, and I looked down at the ring. Your folks were next to you, and you were right there next to me. And I said, "Girl, if you're wondering if I want you to, I want you to. I want you to. I swear it's true. Without you, my heart is blue."
Huh.
This is a great show about video games.
Now you understand why I spent this whole summer, that whole summer of 2008, just listening exclusively to Silver Sun pickups.
So much pain may come our way. There may come a day when we have nothing left to say. When the conversation stops and we're facing our defeat, then I'll be next to you and you'll be right there next to me. Then I'll say, "Girl, if you're wondering if I want you to, I want you to.
Girl,
I want you to. I swear it's true. Without you, my heart is blue. Oh, that's the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank
Oh
you.
my god.
Buy Animal Crossing Pocket Camp.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alex, were you here when we were talking about Miitomo shutting down? And how it was going to share the same fate as, oh, good, my microphone's on. How it was going to share the same fate as Animal Crossing Pocket Camp eventually?
Yeah, it'll go there.
Well, I was just paying attention to Nintendo's investors call, and that doesn't seem to be where Animal Crossing's going.
No? How so?
They like the response that Animal Crossing has.
To what? Huh?
It's making money, and it's retaining an audience.
It's so big in Japan. It's so big.
Oh, is it?
Of course it is. Is it a video game you can play on a train?
Audience.
Yeah. Every time I log on to Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, I wander and I find people also playing it, and their name is always in Japanese characters.
It's always in kanji.
It's huge, and it's they say that the player base, the registered player base, is over 75% women. So there's some
for it. Yeah.
There's some logic in keeping that active, especially if you wanted to say, I don't know, sell the Switch to women who may not yet have bought it because it's missing a game that they want. You know?
Yeah. Well, you know. Oh god, what should we lead with this news bullshit? I don't even know how I'm gonna concentrate on this game. I can't even 100% concentrate my fingers on this game, let alone.
If you want to play, I can just talk shit.
We can talk shit. There's a lot of shit that's been going on.
If there's ever a dull moment, I can just find more Weezer.
It's investor calls. Apparently, it's investor call season, so there's a lot of news, even if it's kind of like complicated news.
Honestly, the most complicated stuff that I came across was over the past week, all this, like, Xbox shit, and then also, really nothing on PlayStation's end other than they fucked up with PSN.
Oh, yeah. So where do you want me to start?
Really anywhere, man. I just can't.
Okay, so... Let's talk about the Microsoft rumors, because I think all of us were talking about this earlier this week. So
I think so, right? The Game Pass thing?
I say so the Game Pass thing, and then the Polygon report that got blown way the hell out of proportion.
Yeah, the EA acquisition idea that it was totally built from nothing.
That was literally just an investor, or not an investor, a analyst going, this would be good for them, and like, well, yeah, sure, but... I mean,
yeah, there's really no basis on it other than it kind of makes sense, but it really doesn't.
Yeah, and then somebody's like, oh, well, they could buy Valve, and I'm like, that's not. Do you realize what Steam does right now? It literally prints money. That's not a thing that people want to sell.
Microsoft does not have that kind of capital to buy Valve. Not to mention...
They've got a lot of capital, but...
they've got fat stacks.
What are you talking about?
Okay. They do not have the kind of fucking clear... Like, they don't have the kind of backing to buy Valve. That would probably tank the company.
I don't think Microsoft wants Valve, and I can tell you right now that Valve isn't looking to sell Steam, because otherwise they'd do something like, I don't know, make stuff like... Well, no, they don't want to make video games anymore. Fuck video games.
They make so they don't want to anymore.
They'd probably not let things like Gay World make it onto Steam and make it into the news if they were looking to sell any aspect of their company right now.
All right, let's be real. First things first.
That's what investors look at.
Gaben used to work for Microsoft back in the day. He described it as a walled garden and absolutely swears them off. That's why the Steam boxes all run off of Linux, is because he wants nothing to do with Microsoft.
Plus, Linux is free.
Exactly. 2, Microsoft, let's be real here. If they were going to buy a digital platform, I'd say it would be one of the smaller ones, like GOG.
Yeah,
that seems more likely.
Is GOG?
No, not anymore.
Oh, that's right.
As far as I know, GOG is still a free agent.
Cyprus, I believe.
Is it?
God, I'm dodging like a madman right now, and I can't tell if it's helping me.
It's always helping you.
It's always helping you. Assume yes.
Yeah, so Ryan was asking about this game, and I wasn't really quite sure how to provide clear context of it because, you know, Drakengard is a thing.
It's a game about death and love and life and whether or not you're a monster for playing video games, and also kinky stuff.
I was about to say, so you're forgetting the main theme of this video game.
The primary theme is kink.
Ass.
Is it?
I mean,
look at her.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's put it this way. One of my favorite all-time video game interviews is Yoko Taro saying, "So, why did you make the robots hypersexualized? Why couldn't they just be like normal robots?" To which he responds, "I really like girls."
And I mean,
there's something to be said for a guy who could just fuck it. I wanted to make it pretty. Like, bite me.
I wanted to have a wank. Like, at least he can own it. Do you think he does it? Do you think he does it in the mask though? That's the question I always have to ask.
I feel like he does everything in the mask.
Oh God,
he's committed to it at this point.
Yeah, he's got to.
That man is Yoko Taro is one of my favorite game devs, and he jumped up from like a fucking cool dude in the back to like the top 3 of my all-time favorite game developers just because he's a fucking weird schmuck.
Do you think he still wore the mask back when he was like back in like one of the schmoes back in the day?
He didn't. You can get a picture of him.
I mean,
I see.
You can.
Tomas
Like,
and Guyman
really...
were not always permanently robots.
Well, you can see there's an escalation of it. Back when he was working on Drakengard and he gave public presentations, it was a sock puppet. And then it was the NieR mask, and now for Automata, it's the broken Emil mask.
Yeah.
And so, like, there's a progression of it. Fucking Yoko Taro is my jam. When he asked, "Why do you wear the mask?" he goes, "Alright, have you ever read, like, a really good porn manga? And you're like, you're digging it, right? And it's like, it's your jam. It's like, yeah, man, that's really hot. And then for some reason, your brain thinks of the guy, the middle-aged schlub who drew it, and it just completely throws you off it, and you're like, oh, this is dead to me." It's like, yeah, I don't want that.
So he'd rather that, like, you're playing NieR Automata and you're looking at Tuki and you're like, wow, she's really hot, and then you think of like a man in a moon, and you're like,
I'm dodging so much that you can't even do that anyway. So
the man in the moon mask.
Don't worry, you'll have plenty of times to angle the camera.
Exactly. So instead of like, Yoko Taro's sad schlub face is kind of thrown me off of liking this robot butts. Now it's, guide my dick, Moon Man!
Moon Man.
Evan, can that be the name of this stream? Guide my dick, Moon Man?
I don't know if you can post that, but you have to censor it, I think.
Put it on a personal blog.
Can we tie it to the first like bit of the stream? Can we make a Guide My Dick Reverse Cuomo?
Reverse Cuomo's new hit jam, Guide My
Dick, Moon Man.
That's a Jimquisition. That's a Podquisition title. If I
missed Podtoid, like back in its heyday.
Dude, I promise you, the Podquisition does the job.
Yeah, no, I bet. Jim Sterling is a fascinating man. I hope to meet him someday.
And he doesn't hope to meet you.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
I don't know. He's a pretty friendly guy, actually. Like he loves
some guts people. Living in like the middle of like nowhere, Mississippi.
Yeah, literally the middle of nowhere, Mississippi.
So is the British thing like? Is he moved there, or is that like a bit?
No, he was born.
He's British.
Yeah,
he moved to the U.S.
But for some god reason, he moved to like Mississippi.
Hey man, it's probably hella cheap.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Are you kidding? But
like, that's one of the only guys who like lives off of Patreon. So,
okay, let's say you are Bubba Joe in the middle of Mississippi, and like your mindset is pretty closed off, and you're happy with where you are in life. You're married to your hot sister or whatever, and all of a sudden a man comes in with this thick Brito accent, wearing
We apologize to anyone who watches
hat
from Mississippi.
Okay, well, I
You
apologize
know
to
how most of
everybody
them
married to their
voted, I
sister.
don't care.
I know people in Mississippi, it's fine. And imagine this man in a big foppish top hat coming in covered in
Foppish.
fucking, God, what are they called? Not pogs. What are the...
Boglins.
The boglins. Covered from head to toe in boglins. Comes in, he's like, "Oi, mate, I'll have a beefy scratchy!" Just, like, it is just British... Oh, I bet he drives everybody insane.
Is that?
Well, I mean the weirdo is a little bit played up as a bit, just a little bit.
Well, yeah, gold dust or no,
Stardust.
Now,
Yeah.
I have a question to pose to the group that I know that Alex will probably have an answer to, and I don't know if anybody else has. Anybody done creative writing classes before?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to be creative to have a
do
creative
you
writing
recall any notes back from professors or teachers on them that you found like questionable, or if it was a backhanded compliment of some kind?
Now
Under
my
the
teachers were
circumstances?
straight up with me.
Okay, because I got a note back on a short story. I don't remember which one it was, but it was clearly just like I was feeling goofy. He said that my characters were foppish.
Yep.
Foppish?
Foppish, like exactly what you
That-
just said.
That is a bonus where I'm from.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Like-
say, what's the problem with that? That's not.
I don't know. I
Do not
just
take
didn't know.
that-
I didn't know if it was intended in a certain way.
Do not
No,
take
no,
that
it's-
as an insult. Even if it was
Don't take
meant
it
as an insult, fucking roll with it.
I did.
Foppish! Oh!
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
did.
Okay. So anyway, yeah. So Polygon did this whole big thing where they talked to investors and stuff, and analysts about how Microsoft's current lineup and future looks pretty shitty in gaming.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I should say it doesn't really necessarily look like shitty because they're still making money. They own Minecraft, so I mean they're making money off of it.
Yeah,
they're
but
making money off the Switch
at the
right
same
now.
time. Yeah, Microsoft is. Yeah, that's true.
That's so
But
fucking
remember
weird.
when they were supposed to be doing all those first-party titles, and they had these studios working on stuff, and they had all
Yeah.
these like tech demo trailers, and never did anything with them?
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of weird shit they did.
But I mean, every studio does that. They just don't have. They just don't have anything to show for it right now outside of Crackdown, and
Yeah.
so that's a problem. That is genuinely a problem because when you're talking about like the image of things, like obviously freaking Microsoft investors are okay right now, but I mean, okay is not the status quo you want to maintain, especially since you were running this shit just a generation ago. So Polygon's like, well, what's Microsoft gonna do? And the funny thing is, like, the same week Microsoft decides to reveal that they're changing their little Game Pass subscription to include their first-party exclusives and stuff,
Which is
at
pretty
launch.
nuts, admittedly.
And that just tells me that, like,
I
we're
can't
probably
even
not
see
gonna.
what's happening.
I still think it's
You're doing
bonkers
okay.
that,
You're doing okay.
Oh, did Chris join in?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Okay. All
okay.
right.
I still think it's nuts that GameStop has a freaking game subscription service and nobody.
Oh, they delayed that.
Oh,
They're-
did they?
They're not doing it as of right now.
Ah, all right,
But
never
GameStop
mind.
is doing
That would be
GameFly.
that would be why you haven't heard anything.
You guys
I was
remember?
gonna say, like, you rent used games, that would be devastating.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably take advantage of that.
I mean, I'm surprised more people don't use GameFly other than the fact that
I was gonna say.
It's the
Who
mailing.
remembers GameFly?
yeah, because
they're
it's kind of
still
like
active.
it's from the era of Netflix.
Yeah.
You know, it's like where you had to like wait for it to come
Before
in the
on-
mail.
For on
Yeah.
demand, there was
Man,
like mail-in.
Remember how Netflix worked? God, that died quick.
That being said, kind of on a similar topic, I found a story on Google News from Nvidia. Did you guys hear about their streaming service?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So-
Apparently it's not too
God.
bad.
Damn it, Noctis. Ugh.
Knock.
Are you playing Dissidia?
No. I'm playing the kind of shitty Assassin's Creed crossover in Final Fantasy 15. Because like a week ago, Square Enix was like, "Oh yeah, we're taking it away because of rights issues and shit." And I'm like, "Oh,
How did you
fuck.
not figure that out before you launched it?
Well, so I played it a little bit, and I gotta finish it because I want my Altair robes for the main game. And I'm like, God damn it! Now I actually have to like finish it. And it's
crossover
like,
stuff.
Well, it's so goofy, and I love it because the narrative here is that the Assassin's Creed games just exist in this Final Fantasy universe. Like literally, Ubisoft the company exists in this universe. And they straight up celebrate the games.
I like that it's a fantasy world, and one of it is still just called. No, that's just Montreal.
Basically, so you do this whole like kind of like cosplay adventure.
Oh god damn it!
And it's so goofy, and I love it. But the mechanics, like, because I mean, it's literally grafting the idea of Assassin's Creed onto an entirely different game. It plays like the first Assassin's Creed does in a lot of places.
That's unfortunate.
It's kind of so bad it's a good kind of thing.
It's beautifully regressed.
Like you're not even allowed to do any of Noctis's normal stuff for the most part. It's pretty rough, but I want my damn robes, so I gotta finish it tonight. Anyway, so yeah, no, the Game Pass thing seems pretty promising to me, but I gotta be honest with you, it sounds like to me more and more like we're gonna get streaming boxes and hub devices as opposed to dedicated consoles before too long here. Like, I'm not going to be shocked if the Switch is the last one that we really see as a full, like, this is a video game machine for video games. Like, that's what this sounds like to me.
I am either hoping for, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin to either that bubble pop, or they work their shit out so that graphics cards aren't $1 gazillion anymore,
Yeah,
and
that
then
would be
there
great.
will be a...
We're still on that, huh?
Thanks, libertarians. Thanks, libertarians.
Oh, if you're building the computer, it's a pain in the ass.
It sure
Yes.
is.
It sure is. But no, if you're buying... So, here's something fucked up. It is the best time to buy a pre-built computer, where it's like, hello, Alienware, I'd like one gaming computer, please.
Yeah,
But
turns
that's-
out I cut out pretty good on that one, huh?
Yeah, well, fucking who knew? Forever, it has always been a bad idea to get a pre-built computer, just because A, why? B, fucking half of the point of it is building it so that there's no gross shovelware or third-party nightmares plugged into your computer, no
Hacking in.
whatever, Best Buy, Geek Squad, antivirus, no. Like, oh, my computer comes with 10 years of McAfee.
Oh, God, that makes me throw up a little in my mouth just hearing that name.
When I got the computer that I'm talking to you on now, I had to pay Best Buy something like $30 to get all the shovelware off of it.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure you did.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not like disparaging your.
No, I was.
your-
Don't worry. I was
about
pretty
it.
stupid when I bought this computer. I've had this computer for.
Oh no, I just mean I know that's like stuff Evan has to actually like charge for.
I don't know that you.
See, that's the thing is, no one knew that we were jabbing at
of
him.
a NieR Automata boss battle. I don't even want to hear that.
What other news we got?
Okay, so
Mario movie!
So on to the let's. So do we want to do the Nintendo stuff from tonight? Now,
Well,
I guess we're gonna
what else
do
is
that.
there other than the fact that there's a Mario movie? Because
There's a lot. There's
really?
a lot.
Because I only saw 3 things.
Well, then there's the numbers,
Okay.
the actual numbers.
So,
so first
Mario
of all,
versus Rabbids has conditioned us. Rabbids are the new minions of the Mario universe.
nah, dude, it's go. Well, okay, let's get the good stuff out of the way first.
Or is it going to be Toads?
It's Toads or Yoshi's, but
Goombas.
no. First thing, the good stuff. The Nintendo Switch has completely outsold the Wii U.
Hey.
Yes, lifetime sales.
Damn straight.
Yeah, so the 5 years of the Wii U's lifespan versus the Switch's, they're counting the first like 9-10 months of it, through December of last year. It has outsold worldwide the worldwide sales of the Wii U. Super Mario Odyssey is the most selling game worldwide, not Breath of the Wild, believe it or not.
Pretty close though. Pretty close.
Pretty close. I'm more surprised it's not Mario Kart because it's always Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting. That's an interesting thing. But speaking of Mario Kart, so Switch is doing really well. Nintendo basically told their shareholders and stuff, "Hey, this actually would have been better news had we been able to keep everything in stock last year." So we're still working on that.
So Nintendo.
I do see
Hashtag
these on
sorry,
shelves now.
not sorry. Yeah, you do see them on shelves here in the States, but I guess in Japan they are still having a hard time keeping that thing in stock.
Are they having a shortage in Japan?
Which is nuts.
Yes,
It's open universal system, right?
Keep
It's
it,
no
keep in
longer
mind.
Yeah.
Keep in mind. I don't know if you guys recall the chip shortage from the earthquakes, and that's why that the NES Classic wasn't in stock. Often.
I've heard mumblings about some NVIDIA problems being a part of why there was some potential shortages.
Well,
but I can't confirm any of that.
Another thing that I heard was that a lot of the chip tech that they were getting was also being mass bought by Apple in a dick move by them.
Well,
I mean, it wouldn't shock me, but I don't know.
A good deal of the same components in the Switch are the same ones that are in the
Shield.
The NVIDIA Shield.
Right. Well,
So,
the old one, the one that's discontinued.
It's a modified version of it, so it's not the same one.
Okay, but
once we get to the
similar,
the Switch XL or the Switch Next or whatever the hell the 0.5 upgrade version is going to be.
But that NVIDIA streaming service is actually even more exciting in context of Nintendo, because if you can pay $7.99 to stream high-end PC quality stuff from NVIDIA's servers on a shit laptop like Ryan's,
but keep in
mind, no offense,
this,
Ryan.
This no problem.
This has happened before. Remember OnLive?
No.
Yep.
Remind me of OnLive. I don't remember.
OnLive was just this. They had a bunch of servers where they streamed the video game to you, and you bought whatever, 5 hours of
like a couple
video
years ago?
game time. Huh?
Was this like a couple years ago?
It was a while back.
It was like 2010.
But PlayStation
View,
PlayStation View functions exactly the same way for PS2 and PS3 games, and that works fine for people, doesn't it?
I've never met anybody who's ever used it.
Except when the PSN goes effing down.
Well, besides that, but then nobody's going to use the PlayStation anyway.
All the time.
I mean, Tyler's got like a full year of the PlayStation, whatever, PS3 usable stream system. I've never seen him use it. He's probably actively texting me to correct that, but...
What, Ryan? Travis?
Just,
no, not
Tyler.
Travis. Tyler.
The other one.
This game's breaking my mind right now.
Yeah, it'll do
Automata?
that.
Yeah.
You're honestly probably gonna want to, like, replay
How far
it.
in are you?
Well, I'm actually replaying the first level because I know how it plays out, but it still requires a good level of concentration.
Yeah.
Dodge and...
And now I'm just gonna
Anyway,
beat this.
Dogma.
And now I'm just beating this robot's face in with its own arm.
Yep, that happens.
As you do.
Okay, so Anyway, more the rest of the Nintendo stuff. That the video streaming thing, I'm not going to get too excited about that because it's a China only thing, and that's because it's easier to give NVIDIA a bunch of old GameCube games and make some money off of that in China than try to get China to okay the Switch.
Yeah, I know.
So
this is true.
Communism for you.
What if NVIDIA decides that they like us enough?
Well, that's going to be a Nintendo thing, and Nintendo's making way too much fucking money right now for them to go. Yeah, let's have you not buy a Nintendo Switch, and just use it as stream. That's not a thing. Like I said, Microsoft is probably going to be the first to pull away from hardware. Well, dedicated hardware, I should say.
Yeah.
I thought for a while it was going to be Sony just because they have the infrastructure for it, but Sony's making way too much cash too. But yeah, Nintendo has no need to do that anywhere that isn't restricted by the laws of communism.
One big thing that Microsoft
laws of communism.
That Microsoft's big thing is that they have Brazil totally locked down with game sales. Nintendo does not their consoles in Brazil anymore. They did not get the Switch.
Right.
Really?
And the high taxes on import goods.
Dang.
The company that's killing it in Brazil, one of the most populous countries in the world, is Microsoft. Sega.
That's not surprising because we all know who the real god is. Anyway. Anyway, so speaking of Nintendo,
wow,
that was a reference to our other stream.
The real guy.
That's your plug.
Capitalism.
That's your plug for the D&D campaign.
Thanks. Every time I've been going silent,
because without context, that sounds like a big jab at God.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm
considering they have a giant statue. They have a giant statue of Jesus on a mountain.
Just took a hard jab into nihilism.
This is our atheist podcast.
He's playing NieR Automata, so it works.
Alright, yeah, on our new atheist podcast. Quick check-in, guys. Is God still here? Nope. Alright, see you next week.
God's not here, but you know what it is? Weezer lyrics.
NieR Automata, the antithesis to God's Not Dead. By the way, did you guys know that Samson movie coming out this year is made by the same...
Yeah,
it's the same studio.
That's my...
I imagine that Travis has a lot of opinions on Pureflix.
I know way more about those guys than I
care to admit.
This podcast will turn into This podcast will turn into another kind of thing that you don't want it to. So
this podcast has been like 4 things down this night alone. So don't worry.
Okay, so back to
a weird episode.
God's Not Dead 3 still dead. These movies need better subtitles. Like.
Anyway, more Nintendo news.
The rest of
God's Not Dead 3
Origins. The rest of the Nintendo stuff from the investors call that happened like literally right before you started this podcast.
Okay.
The first little thing is that yes, we do have a release window for the Switch is online service going to a paid model.
Yeah.
The reason that matters is because that's supposed to have the library service with it, where you get access to old games. Maybe ?
Okay, so are they doing that? They're turning Virtual Console into you get access with that.
Is it? Well, that's really the question. Is right now they've implied that we're talking really old stuff, like the stuff that it's not even worth selling. Like, are people going to buy Mario Bros. Again for $8 when they could just pay?
Right. So that's the thing is that there had been a point where there was a market for selling that over and over again for $5 to $20, depending on the platform.
But the Switch is way more conductive to just having that access. But the other thing is that back when the Switch leaks were happening and people were getting consistent, verifiable information, we kept hearing Virtual Console stuff, and we kept hearing about the one console that hasn't made it to Virtual Console yet. And
GameCube!
There's no way in hell that GameCube games are just going to be a thing that's included for $20 a year. I don't see.
Are you talking the GameCube or the Virtual Boy?
The game.
Virtual Boy games should be given for free.
Congratulations!
Literally,
fuck
Nintendo
you, still no GameCube, but you guys have the Philips CDI.
So yeah, no, I've heard multiple times
Mama Luigi!
that's a thing in the pipeline. So, online service, virtual console, those things are going to happen in tandem if virtual console happens. The other thing is that you're going to keep hearing from Nintendo folks like, are they going to port Smash Bros? Are they going to port Smash Bros? Are we going to get another Smash Bros announcement? If Smash 4 gets a port to Switch at all, September, when the online service is. If you need
sense,
it's the game to sell that with, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
as long as it's a solid service, because I mean, people were playing Smash 4 thinking they were going to play it online, but it actually was pretty jank online.
I know I'm the only one who's doing it, but as somebody who plays Splatoon 2 pretty frequently...
Yeah, Splatoon's been consistent.
Nintendo's got their shit together. I haven't had, real bad lag in that game. Not once.
It's very strong in Splatoon. It's very strong in Mario Kart. And again, the idea of the paid thing is that it's supposed to go towards... this and this, upkeep and this. Nintendo killed the DS online service to help reinforce that back when Smash came out. So they've got resources.
But another point to that,
they still have
PlayStation
Wii money.
If you recall, PlayStation Network was free for a long time too, and that's when the biggest PlayStation Network hack happened. But also, that wasn't really a viable service for most people anyway.
No,
it didn't work well. When they started taking that cash flow in for it, that's when it had the actual resource to do that kind of upkeep.
Right.
And I'm sure Nintendo's going to do the same thing. And if it's anything like the PlayStation Plus, where you get 2 free games a month, or like the Xbox Game Pass, I'm sure it's going to follow a model not unlike that, where it's games as a service, not in a loot box way, but as a games as a service to play online. We'll get
to the loot boxes. The idea is instead of giving you free games, you'll get access to a library of older titles. Netflix style, basically, and then download them. But right now, they've only mentioned specifically NES era and potentially SNES era games. With the bonus being multiplayer added and things, which could be cool. Which actually could be cool. But they also want $20. Yeah, and they want $20 a year for it. So
that's fun. Okay, let's put it this way. First game that comes out
comparatively.
Especially if Smash drops. It's like, oh, here's your first game, here's the remastered versions of 4 Swords that you can play with online co-op. Fucking wham bam, thank you ma'am, that's an easy fix, that's done.
That would actually be really good.
Yeah, they did it for free on the 3DS and told no one, and now it's gone.
Yeah, no, I
remember I got that when they first did it.
Yeah, the DSi.
But it was a limited time only thing. That's madness.
That's Nintendo for you. But
that being said, I still think that 4 Swords Adventures, apart from all the peripherals needed to put it together, was actually a really fun game, and I think a version of it on Switch would be super fun.
That would especially if a lot of people bought it for Zelda anyway, it's a good follow-up. It's gonna be a while before we get Zelda again.
Isn't the price for Nintendo's online stupid cheap? Didn't they say
it's gonna be $20 for the year.
Yeah.
We're talking pennies.
That's nothing.
That's like $2. That's like $2 a month. That's like a cheeseburger a month.
You could literally do it monthly.
What kind of cheeseburgers are you
eating? Really?
So
$2
McDonald's, dude.
What kind of cheeseburgers are you eating? Really?
Look at this high roller over here.
Here in Estonia.
This is some gourmet ass cheeseburgers.
Okay, so we don't know much past the pricing and what the expectation is, but again, I'm just saying it now. If Smash Bros. Port happens, it's not getting announced till E3, and it's going to launch in September alongside the service. If it happens at all, that's where you do it.
Okay.
They're gonna do Smash eventually. They can't.
Well, we'll get a Smash. It's just if they do what they did with Mario Kart and Pokken and things and port the original from the Wii U over, or just make a new one.
I don't even know what I want from a new one. I feel like the last one had
Oh yeah, the Wii U one is the best.
Okay, okay.
Right.
We still deserve Goku, Shrek, and Master Chief in a Smash
We
Bros.
don't deserve any of those.
No,
we don't deserve any
will
of
be a
those.
devoted Shrek main, so actually, I'm on board, Evan. I'm with you.
So here's
Dude,
the
that's
thing.
what TV Fighters for. Go make Shrek on your own and do that.
No, Shrek
That's how
needs to.
That's how I
It's
play
not
it.
the same.
I need to smack Kirby as Shrek, okay? Like, you put this image in my mind now.
Wario is basically Shrek.
So
He's
here's
not
the thing.
Shrek, though. He's not Shrek.
It's gonna be an
Nintendo.
Illumination character. Let's segue to that.
Oh god. No,
Is that how we go?
Nintendo has a stack of games that were Wii U exclusive that fucking nobody played and could be re-released on Switch as like Game of the Year editions and have it
Yeah,
sell
like-
gangbusters.
Yeah,
That's
Any of them have
free.
Shrek?
Which is what they're doing.
Right. Bring back Xenoblade Chronicles, the other one. Bring back like
The one that's actually good.
Exactly. Hyrule
Not for anything,
That
but
one's free. That is free. That is a free idea. They got that.
Hyrule Warriors is getting ported.
No, I know the definitive edition with all of the stuff from the 3DS version.
Yeah,
that
they are
also
doing
nobody
that.
bought.
Yeah,
they are
Breath
doing that.
of the Wild.
Yeah, that's sick. That's free. So hear me out. And this is the longest possible, longest reach Hail Mary. It ain't gonna happen, but hey yo, baby, hear me out. Bring back either Metroid 2 Echoes' multiplayer, just the multiplayer,
no, not gonna happen.
or
Not gonna happen.
HD remaster of F-Zero GX.
Please.
Online, the
Please.
whole 9 yards.
I want it.
Yeah,
Because you know who's been holding the F-Zero torch for so long? Fucking nobodies.
Yeah.
Right out.
The
Fucking
fast racing Neo
Distance.
on the Wii U.
Thumper.
Yeah.
Like, all of these nobodies have been keeping the torch alive. You know who needs to bring it back? Grandpa himself. Just glorious. Out of the blue. Don't make a new one. If you made a new one, you wouldn't get it. It's like, oh, this game is too fast. I don't like it. Bring back GX. Back when Nintendo's idea was, I don't care if it's too fast to control.
It's
make it
fucking
faster.
cool.
Exactly. I don't care if you can't make turns because you're going too fast. It looks sick. Like
F-Zero GX was going too fast before going too fast was a meme.
Exactly. Like that is traveling at the speed of Hing.
Oh, jeez. No, so, and I suggested this back when Mario Kart dropped. You do Mario Kart 8, you do the Deluxe like they did. You do a Smash Deluxe, you know, with all the DLC and Cloud. You throw another character in there, throw Ice Climbers back.
Sheamus.
Throw Ice Climbers back in. Just
Superman.
for goodwill. Oh god, I don't know, what dropped on the Switch? Fuck, throw Rabid Peach in there, that'd be funny.
We need snipper clips in there.
Oh no!
I like
No.
You put snipper clips in as a assist trophy. That'd actually be funny.
That's
No. So here's the thing.
Into Super Smash Bros. Why haven't they done that before?
You want
they put it as a Mii costume, so that's probably gonna happen whenever they do make more stuff.
They can put in
Sakurai just has a big old hard-on for that.
Oh god, yeah.
Sakurai just has a big old hard-on for Fire Emblem characters, so he had to put like 12 Fire Emblem characters in this time.
Everybody's swords. So
everybody has a sword and everybody has a counter.
Here's the thing. So you want to bring back
like Shovel Knight made into Super Smash Brothers.
You want so
I'm
adding
sure
new,
Sakurai's never played it.
Adding new characters to Smash 4 would be great. If you wanted to be peak Nintendo, which is get the most hype out of the most least work possible, everybody gets an alternate costume. Congratulations, it's a re-release.
Yeah, that actually would
idea.
be, you know, put Breath of the Wild Link in there.
That would take no effort. You could literally take mod ideas. Oh look, there's an alternate costume for Ness that literally is just a PNG that says Mother 3 when. Awesome! I bought this video game! Like
no, so you put out Smash 4, you put it as the deluxe version, you have Mario, you have your two biggest selling games now on your console. Do you make another one that's actually a Switch version, or do you do the smart thing and you make those two your live games, your your living, breathing games that everybody gets excited about, and just keep patching them and keep releasing content for them, and get your $20 a year for your online service. And
Hear me out.
Oh, I'd say the second. Like, there's
Hear me out.
that makes more sense, right?
Hear me out.
There's nothing
And
else
then
I
you
want from this.
don't-
There's nothing else I
and then
want
you
from
don't-
Smash Bros. Other than Shrek at this point.
Yeah, and then you don't
So-
kill Sakurai
Okay.
trying to get another one of these out of him.
Hear me out.
Exactly.
You want to have Nintendo drop the absolute microphone, be the end-all be-all in video games, right? In Smash Direct, Sakurai comes up, alright,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
fuck this shit.
Which
Hear me
you
out.
know he's
Yo.
there already.
Yo, it's your
He's
boy,
been there since the second
Johnny
one.
Nintendo, skinny penis, we're doing it, alright? Hear me out.
Skinny penis.
What?
Fucking,
Wow,
Dude drops-
this game's camera defaults to a butt shot when you're running.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not
Dude
a shame.
announces the Smash Brothers trilogy. He announces Smash 5, Smash 4 Remaster, and then, fuck y'all what you heard, Smash Brothers Melee Remaster. All in the same $100 bundle.
So what actually going back to what I was hearing
Evo is
Virtual
on
Console,
fire.
what I was hearing Virtual Console back in January for the presentation. What I was hearing is that that if they do GameCube Virtual Console games, Melee leads that, and they don't do anything to it because people take it too seriously, and they just get it into a state where you no longer have to play it on a CRT.
Emulate, literally.
Yeah.
That's Smash
it.
Brothers
Just
Melee,
emulate
brought
it.
to you by Dolphin. Like, just
which
do it!
it can do, and the
By
game and the
Dolphin.
Switch
By
Switch
Dolphin.
supports the GameCube adapter now.
What if for like the
So-
Switch version, they just called it like Smash Bros. Legacy, and it's literally all of them. It's just
That's what
all
I'm
of them.
saying! That's
and
what
you
I'm
can just,
saying!
You just go back and forth. You can play all of them online, just depending on whatever flavor you want.
Like, I love what Nintendo keeps doing with Bayonetta. Bayonetta 2, now with Bayonetta 1. Bayonetta 3, now with Bayonetta 1. Like, they keep stapling it on because it's like, no, you motherfuckers, listen. Bayonetta is good. I'm going to throw this into the hands of everyone so that they will know.
I'm probably gonna be at the point where I'll finally pick up a Bayonetta game and it'll be on the Nintendo Switch because
No, I mean they can
You
just
should do it because it's good.
yeah.
Okay,
They can just
Bayonetta
do Bayonetta
2 and
1
3.
with Smash Bros. Legacy, because
Yeah.
he's in there now.
Dude, Bayo's in Switch. That's insane. The fact that you have like, oh look, it's Mario and Yoshi and Kirby and sex demon out like, that announcement made no sense in my brain. Of of course it's Dominatrix Time Witch. Why wouldn't you add her?
Well, that was the poll winner. And so
No, the poll winner was Jesus. The one that they were able to put in was Bayonetta.
Well, see,
wait.
that's the problem. See, like us here in the States, we're fucking idiots and voted for things that are stupid and unreasonable.
The
And
top
Europe
three,
is like,
and this
and
is
Europe
real.
is like sexy time witch. Yeah, let's do it.
The top three, and this is real, were in order: Goku, Superman, and Jesus.
See, we're fucking stupid. We should polls are
No,
the worst thing.
That
ever.
is brilliant. I would see a three-way matchup between Goku, Superman, and Jesus. Who do you have to get the rights for Jesus? Ayo, Pope, hear me out. He'll never be nerfed.
Polls are a bad idea.
So we've been streaming for an hour and we haven't talked about the Illumination Mario movie.
No, I'm getting there.
He's getting there.
I want to
Okay,
get
so-
the good stuff first.
so
I want to get the good
polls-
stuff.
The polls aren't a terrible idea because they did get us Gendo.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is the exact reaction I wanted
If
from
you
that.
guys can get through if we can get through this, I'll tell you about the rumored guest characters for Soul Calibur, and one of them's a fucking doozy. So
Hey,
Alright.
if they can upstage Darth Vader, Yoda, and Steve Jobbers, then fucking
Steve
go right ahead.
Hold on. When was Steve Jobs in?
Star Killer. Star Killer. Fucking.
Oh.
Because he doesn't have hair.
Ezio was in a Soul Calibur
Soul
game.
Calibur
Link
5.
was in a Soul Calibur game.
Yeah. So okay. Anyway, we'll get to that. We'll get to.
Spawn was in a Soul Calibur game. That's
Sure
where
was.
we're at.
I have that one.
Yo, seriously though, Soul Calibur 2 on GameCube, one of the greatest fighting game
so
experiences.
Okay, so and I did
Soul
the,
Calibur 6. Everyone is Necrid.
I put this in my review of Namco Museum on the Switch, but I was like Namco, you could have just slapped the original Soul Calibur 2 in here with Link, and you would have sold about 500% more copies of that game than you probably did. Like, and I mean, Slaughterhouse was in there, so I was fine. But like, just imagine slapping old Soul. Like, you wouldn't have even needed to remaster just original Soul Calibur 2 in there.
Again, licensing is a fucking nightmare, especially with anything Nintendo related.
Well, Namco Museum was on Switch.
Where
And,
did they put Shrek in Soul Calibur?
No.
They did! Necrid!
I hate memes.
Just add ears!
I hate memes.
Like,
Is Necrid a meme?
No.
Yes!
No, he's not. He's dumb, but he's a Todd McFarlane creation.
Yeah, I know.
He is the worst Todd McFarlane creation. Necrid is unironically green blob
he's
man.
Not, he's not the worst one, man.
He's definitely not the worst.
Like,
he's literally Swamp Man.
No, dude, did you not see Dark Ages Spawn, which was a knockoff of Medieval Spawn by Neil Gaiman, which itself was just a knockoff of Spawn? And the difference between these are one is a knight and one is a knight with a horse.
Was he in Soul Calibur?
No, sadly.
Exactly.
But okay, so the other Nintendo stuff, really quick, and then we can talk about Soul Calibur. The next smartphone game that Nintendo is going to try out is somehow Mario Kart?
Endless Runner!
I don't know. It's called Mario Kart Tour, and it'll come out whenever the hell they decide to put it out. And I don't know it. Okay. See, like me, I thought Pokemon Go immediately, and I was like, this is a bad idea. Like, have your phone and have to, like, move with it?
No, this is a bad idea. This is... Somebody called the World Banks. Let them know there's an emergency.
I feel like all it'll be is just like your actual character is pretty small on the screen, and you just tilt it back and forth to steer, and you tap it to use the item.
You know,
that's it.
That or first person. That's probably.
Nintendo has single-handedly.
That's more logically
Japan's economy.
So that leads me to my. Oh, well, if the next Mario Kart game's a mobile game, then they're probably not going to make another Mario Kart. And if they don't make another Mario Kart, then they can just put the Black Wizard from Final Fantasy into Mario Kart 8, and I'll be happy.
They're making a new Mario Kart, and they're just calling it Japan Wins the 2020 Olympics.
Is that...
And then...
Okay,
and then Future Tokyo explodes.
Let's talk about the last thing.
Oh boy.
So I think we talked about this, but the Wall Street Journal a few months ago had indicated that Nintendo was in talks with Illumination,
which I didn't believe a second of, because they also claimed that they were going to make a Game of Thrones style Netflix series of Zelda, and everybody ate that shit up.
Yeah, which was dumb.
That was a dumb idea.
Okay, okay, hold on. It's a dumb idea. Quote everyone looking at concept art of Link riding a motorcycle. Nintendo would never do this.
We also help ourselves.
I mean,
oh man, I knew that motorcycle was coming since literally Mario Kart 8. Actually, they said that motorcycle was gonna happen, so I wasn't. I was like, hell yeah, they did it. Okay, so it turns out though that this other report is actually real, and there really is probably going to be a Mario movie by the Minions guys.
Even
and
worse than Minions. The creators of Sing, the singing Annabelle movie from 2016. Or is it 2017?
2016.
The worst thing that Garth Jennings has ever done.
So Miyamoto is a producer on it. They have literally just like the ink is just dry on the deal. So like this is just hey, we have a deal to do this. So I mean, there's still hope that it will never actually happen.
Bring back Gendy Todorowsky.
Oh my god, if you got him to write it, it might actually be okay.
Because dude worked for Illumination at one point, didn't he?
He worked for Sony Pictures. He does the Hotel Transylvania movies.
Oh no!
Yeah, he wrote those.
Sony
did they do that too?
Hotel Transylvania?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all Gendy Todorowsky.
Honestly,
I hate
this is
Illumination.
Mario done by Illumination. Like,
so take your bets. Who's the highly marketed character? Is it the Toads or the Yoshis? I'm thinking the Yoshi because cartoon dinosaur is an instant win. Like that makes a Hollywood exec just get nice and hard.
I feel like they'll keep Yoshi as like a singular character, and they'll make like the Toads like their minions, as far as like a bunch of like indistinguishable, cutesy, hilarious bum.
It could really go either way. It could really go either way.
Hear me out.
What are you guys talking about? They're gonna do both of them. They'll make more money. They market both of them.
Hear me out.
Your cynicism is accurate.
Hear me out. This is a sequel to the Super Mario Brothers movie. They are
What's your name?
Back John
Mario.
Leguizamo.
Your first name? Mario.
Mario.
That's canon, actually. Like that's the most accurate thing in the entire
Mario and Luigi Mario.
Dustin Hoffman and John Leguizamo have both been called.
Wait, wasn't it Dennis Hopper?
It was Dennis Hopper. May he rest in peace.
They're bringing him back. Don't dig him up. That man needs money. Who cares if he's dead?
Who cares about heaven? You can get paycheck.
Yeah, so that's a thing that's happening. But hey, the Switch is doing really well, so that was good.
A little bit of faith in this being like at least decent because Miyamoto is directly involved with it. That is the one saving
but here's the deal. Miyamoto just knows what Mario's supposed to look and feel like as a game. He is not a filmmaker. He is the guy who went out of his way to not hire fans of his series to help make his games.
Hold up.
Because he knows that they're not designers.
That's a misnomer that people give to that interview.
Yeah.
I mean, being a fan of a game does not make you a game developer.
Right.
You know, like I can't make a fucking game.
Go look at those Pikmin shorts that Miyamoto directed. They are phenomenal.
Like, I haven't seen them. He's you can still look them up. I think they're on their YouTube channel.
They're great. They're like 3 minutes, but they're like really heartwarming.
Short.
Like him as a producer is going to be like how Stan Lee's a producer on the Marvel flicks,
which is very hands off apparently.
Which is decently well. I mean, he's 90, of course it is. I like Brian Michael Bendis as a producer.
He's hands on enough to
majority.
rope some fucking nurses.
God damn it.
Yep.
So,
no heroes are good. None of your heroes are good. Everyone
Miyamoto, also producer on the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of hope here. I'm really holding out that this is going to be a dumpster fire.
It'll be like the Lorax. That's what I'm thinking. Right? I'm thinking Lorax level.
Nintendo does not do a movie. Nintendo is so upset over the first Super Mario Bros. Movie that they don't make movies of their games aside from Pokemon.
Oh my god.
And then they come out with this thing with Illumination.
I don't know how this was a good idea.
I mean,
it's Illumination.
I see why it happened.
A musical.
Yeah, if you're looking at it like from the mindset of Miyamoto and like the studio heads of Nintendo.
No, if you look at it from
sense.
Yeah,
like
it was going to happen.
Japan loves the goddamn Minions. Like there's like a Universal Studios in Osaka and it's huge. And there's Minions like all over Tokyo. Like they love them. And so like it makes sense that if they're looking to be like, okay, we want to make a new Mario movie, it's got to be animated because the last one, well, we know. And like so they're looking at it and like who are the two biggest names in animation? Well, it's like Disney and Illumination. But like for 3D
DreamWorks.
No,
look who's making under Fox right now.
Look who's making the most disgusting amount of money.
Yeah,
anything Minions related.
Illumination is printing cash right now.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that their movies are good.
That's
No,
not. They
That's
don't
not the
give a
point,
shit.
Evan.
Who makes
They
movies
don't
to make
give a
things
shit.
good?
No one does.
They make movies to make money.
Yeah.
Artistic
If they wanted-
integrity.
if they
What are you, a
wanted this to-
nerd?
If they wanted to go out of their way to make this movie good, they would have gotten like Leica or something to do this.
They're never gonna let Leica.
Don't
They're
say
gonna
that.
a clay animated Mario. That would be
No, Leica gets. In a perfect world, Leica would make an actual.
Oh my God! Could you imagine like a Mario movie? It would look so
They would
bad.
never.
Yeah. No.
It'd be like that
But let's be
original
clear.
Nintendo Power cover.
It would
Let's be
take a
clear.
million years to make.
But you know, like honestly, I'm not entirely cynical only because like it's not like the plot of any Mario game has been super complex or anything like beyond sort of like cutesy people doing cutesy things.
The Mario RPGs got fucking dark in places.
Okay, the Mario RPG.
They replaced
I'm
her
talking, like
voice with bombs.
I promise you, they're not that for material.
Oh yeah, no. This is gonna be. Oh Mario, the princess is in another castle.
yeah,
Followed
like,
by pop song.
I'm like that's all they need to do.
And let's be abundantly clear
Like,
about
what else
this.
what else do people want from a Mario movie?
This-
Mario is
this
being voiced by John Cena.
Oh god.
If they are smart, they'll just let Charles Martinet do the voice.
That'd be cool.
But let's be clear about something. This was always going to happen. There was going to be a Mario movie because properties are not allowed to die. And if it wasn't going to happen now, it's going to happen in 15 years when Nintendo
When we have
doesn't
the
give a
great
shit
when we have the
anymore.
great IP war with Metal Gear style proxy armies.
Mario
well,
is
yeah,
tied
between
for-
like the left on.
Mario is tied for goddamn
Fucking Mickey
Final
Mouse.
Fantasy for infinite amounts of games. The Mario IP is not going anywhere. They
No.
put Mario in the Olympics.
Yeah, no,
They
it's
did.
never like Miyamoto is going to pass away. The original creator is going to pass away. Everybody who remotely gives a shit about Nintendo's integrity is eventually going to pass away because that's what happens. And once you get one guy who is more profit focused than anything else, and let's face it, Kimishima is probably the guy. You know, I mean, for what it's worth, the Switch's success can be completely attributed to this guy having the savvy to time this exactly in the way that he wanted.
There's that. Plus, there has not been a single game delayed this year.
Yeah, because they want to actually make money. He's got to prove that he can make money, and he's been doing it.
But they don't feel rushed. It's not like,
No.
this could have used another 6 months in the oven. This is every game they have put out was not delayed. It released the exact second they said it was going to, and they're incredible.
Well, and I mean, when you consider that there was about 2 years of games not coming out on the Wii U to make up for that, that makes sense. But eventually, we'll get back to the Nintendo of old, where they take forever to put out a Zelda game. We'll get there. Don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. But either way, you're gonna get the shareholders are eventually gonna get what they want at the end of the day. Like Nintendo is still a company. The Mario movie was always gonna happen. At least it's happening while there are still people who give enough of a shit about the vision of the character that it can't possibly be worse than what has already happened. It'll be annoying.
I'm
but it won't
quoting
be
you
terrible.
on that. I'm just
Like,
letting you know.
Oh yeah, it's go ahead. Like it's not gonna look as bad.
The
It
Mario
won't have
movie.
I've got the power.
What's the worst that could happen?
The worst that could happen already happened.
The Super Mario Brothers movie?
Yeah,
That movie is
technically.
incredible.
Well, that and the Bizarro anime
It's incredible in that it's a
70s,
disaster.
or not the 70s, the early 80s.
That's what I'm saying. Nintendo should double down on making bad movies. Like, I would love to see a sequel to the fucking Super Mario Brothers.
You're the only one.
You're the only person in the
Okay.
You are actually the only person.
No! So, the Super Mario Brothers movie is a fantastic bad movie. because it has all of the makings of a great bad movie. There is somebody writing checks who has no idea what they're doing. There is one person giving their entire ass to make this film when nobody else is. That movie is so full of weird, dumb references to the games that, like, one person played a Super Mario game and went, hey, should we add bombs? Fucking sure, why not? It's Hollywood. No, but the bombs have to have feet. What? Like, watch it again. I'm telling you, there is a Blu-ray release, and nobody knows about it.
I knew about it.
You gotta make your money back somehow.
They probably still have not recouped their budget on that movie.
They definitely have not. That's
So
the real reason. We gotta have another one.
This movie cost $48 million in 1993 money.
That's probably like Avengers money now.
Yeah.
They throw a lot of
Avengers
money.
was kind of made on the cheap, but...
Alright, hang on. How much was it?
84 million. So adjust that for inflation.
And the people who made this movie were Rocky Morton and Annabelle Jankel, who before this, their big thing, they did Max Headroom, and they did a bunch of music videos for like Elvis Costello and the Talking Heads, the Tom Tom Club, and Donald Fagen was silly. They were kind of like an artsy kind of and they gave them the Super Mario Brothers movie, and look how that turned out.
Well, the story is that there's a lot of interference and infighting and shit that happened.
Oh, I bet.
Just like with this,
wasn't
just like
John Leguizamo drunk the entire movie?
Bob Hoskins was.
Yeah.
No. But even better than the Mario movie in terms of being a great bad movie is the Street Fighter movie. That thing
the Street Fighter movie is actually a good bad movie because of Raul.
That is. Oh my god. The Street. Okay.
What's the well-known line from that?
But for me, it was Tuesday.
Which one? For me, it was a Tuesday. $1 bison will be worth 5 pounds.
And you have to remember that this is all being said by fucking Gomez Adams.
Raul Julia
actors of his era.
Okay, Raul Julia, filled to burst with cancer, who did not collect a paycheck for this movie. It went directly to his family. He was terminally ill throughout the entire production, and he knew it. Like, that is the most depressing fact. This movie is glorious. Okay.
He did it because his kid was a fan of the games.
Yep.
There was. Laid out a pile of scripts and told them, okay, kids, what movie should I make for my last movie? And they picked the Street Fighter movie, and he's like, well, okay, I'll do it.
Okay. So, the Street Fighter movie brings back so many happy memories of fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme learned the entire movie phonetically, because he doesn't speak English. So there are so many incredible line reads of, come out from behind your curtain, wizard! Like, oh god. We are going to go up the river and kick Bison in his ass! They get on, there's a stealth boat. They get into a stealth boat, and it's like, this boat is designed to be ultra stealthy and no one will ever hear it. Yeah, let's go! Immediately cut to, like the loudest motorboat in the world going up a river.
This is a movie about a fighting tournament.
Oh, it's so... Okay, Evan, we're doing a back-to-back of Street Fighter and the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh god, why do you always insist on these awful double features?
Because they are awful. It's so good. Okay,
but why is it just one good enough?
Okay.
Why do you want me to see bad things? Because they're bad.
Okay.
Why do you want me to see double amounts of bad things?
Okay. M. Bison goes to interrogate Chun-Li. Chun-Li, by the way, has been she's been wearing a cop uniform the entire movie. M. Bison has changed her into like the what's the
costume.
The costume. Literally, her costume is like the slave Leia version of her costume. So he walks into the room wearing this huge cape and hat with a skull on it, like literally like Nazi general hat. He walks in and he's having a conversation with her. He takes off his cape, he takes off his hat, he puts on a satin, luxurious, like bathrobe version of his cape, and then puts on nighttime bison sleepy time hat. And it's literally like a bathrobe version of his hat with the skull and crossbone still on the front. This is seductive bison wearing the exact same outfit, but out of like a robe, like a sex robe.
Someone actually had passion for this movie.
It's so incredible. He
rides on brand, right?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh
we the baddies.
Okay. So he gets on, he's like, I will control it from the throne of the world! And his evil weapon is literally a hug car. Like, his big bad thing at the very end is he's got like a desk chair with jets on it, so that he just hovers around the room.
I am linking into the chat like this incredible Polygon article about the making of this movie, because it's just the best read.
It's so incredible. It's so incredible.
This podcast has gone so many different places.
For you, when Bison visited your village, it was the worst moment of your life. For me, it was a Tuesday. Like, they're so
It's
this movie is so incredible. I love the Street Fighter movie to no end. And the best part about it is there is a Street Fighter the movie the game.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And it is terrible. It's
really bad.
It's just a complete skin of Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but they did it Mortal Kombat style. So it's like the digitized versions of all of the actors, but none of the
stunt double.
So for a lot of them, it was the actual people, but so many of them, like fucking T-Hawk, the guy who played T-Hawk just went, no, and just decided not to go get his character digitized. They have an entire fight move list for T-Hawk in the game. The dude didn't show up, so they went, fuck it, no T-Hawk. It's incredible that, it's everything revolving around it is glorious. We have to watch Street Fighter.
A fascinating film. It is a fascinating film.
That sounds like we need a TYF watch party, like we've been saying we're gonna do all this time. But...
Please.
I mean, next podcast, I could just do a dramatic reading of the script, and
we should just do a roundtable of the Street Fighter the movie script.
That's a podcast right there.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Where we all read scripts of bad video game adaptations. Or just bad video games. Or just bad video game scripts altogether.
That is our new
That's
idea.
A good podcast idea.
Can we get bad scripts and just take turns?
Oh god, yeah. Okay, real talk. Evan, next week you're playing Ride to Hell Retribution.
Why is it new?
It's definitely not new.
If you haven't heard of it, it's new to you.
Tell him nothing about this game. Nothing at all.
Nope, we're playing Ride to Hell Retribution. Look up nothing.
Evan, is there any other news you want to talk about?
Just Facebook's being weird. That's it. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's the Dota thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, so did you guys hear about that?
Vaguely.
Okay. So the lowdown on the Dota thing was the ESL decided to kind of break off the YouTube thing, and they did a contract that they were going to do their tournament live exclusively on Facebook. And, you know, you gotta be like 13 to join Facebook anyway, so a lot of that audience probably would have had to have signed up for it for the first time and didn't want to, etc., etc.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Probably, right? I guess?
No, I doubt it.
Let me find out this article.
Anyway, so... basically, the fan base of the Dota 2 esports leagues were not happy about it being a Facebook exclusive, and they started streaming like a ripped broadcast onto Twitch or YouTube or whatever, so people didn't have to go through all the hiccups to
all the hassle of getting onto the most popular
getting onto
social
fucking
media.
Facebook. Oh my god, what a disaster. Anyway, so those streams, those RIP broadcasts started getting more hits during the live stream than the actual one on Facebook. Yeah, and so they got DMCA'd.
That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happens when you break the law.
Right.
That's what happened to Disney just recently.
But apparently, yeah, but like, and I think Valve got involved somewhere, like started slapping people on the wrist, and I don't know why or how or why they even bothered. But basically, this is all this kind of this big turnaround that Facebook's trying to have in the wake of YouTube having all this demonetization issues, you know, with Headspace. Yeah. They're trying to make Facebook video take off.
Makes sense.
That Tom Brady thing now, yeah.
They've been.
That's not. They've been trying to do that for a while.
I always we were talking about Facebook.
Talk about what you can, Alex.
I know, right? But yes.
What can you tell us?
Nothing. He can't say jack shit.
Why, does he work for Facebook?
No. I used to.
Oh my god, wait, really?
Well, as a contractor, so not really, but yeah.
Oh my god, are the Winklevoss twins assholes? Because they look like it.
I'm 6'4" and there's two.
They do not visit. I've never seen them. I've seen
don't
Mark.
Visit.
I've seen good old Zuck, like, in the bathroom. It's kind of weird.
Good old Zuck?
That's what they call him. They call him Zuck.
Are you for real?
He's one of those that insists that they call him that.
Is it Zuck?
Like, Mr. Zuckerberg, call me Zuck.
It's just Zuck. Everyone calls him Zuck. Like
Zuck.
They don't like the words like Mark Zuckerberg are like too weird. It's like too meta for them to acknowledge. So he's just Zuck. But yeah, Facebook has been pushing for videos.
And that's because like everybody that uses their platform, they know and expect that newsfeed timeline bullshit to die. It's dying on a vine right now.
Yeah.
More like dying like Vine.
Yeah, like that.
What else we gotta talk about? Because there's these two Atari stories.
Completely unrelated.
Atari's making a big comeback.
Yeah, but basically, Facebook's been pushing for video because Facebook does is they look at all the things on the internet and they want to be like on them first, or if they can't be on them first, they want to be on it like the best and
or buy it,
buy whatever. Yeah, like they straight. I can't say that. I don't know if that might be public.
Like you can see it in their behavior. Instagram started taking off. They bought Instagram for a measly $1 billion.
Yeah.
They made an offer to Snapchat.
They bought
Snapchat.
Oculus.
Okay.
They bought Oculus. That worked.
Okay.
They offered to buy Snapchat. Snapchat said, "Go fuck yourself," and then they took all of the ideas from Snapchat and killed Snapchat.
That was what I was going to say. That is public knowledge. So that's good.
You can see it in their behavior and how they do things. Yeah.
No, it's literally like they look at something and they look at something like, okay, this is getting really big. Either A, we buy it, B, we do it ourselves, or C, like we just copy it verbatim.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I love the fact that there are little bits that you can't talk about. Like it's like, man, I can't believe the fucking nobody else knows that the Facebook has been working with the Illuminati. Just like cut out.
We all know that they're working with the Illuminati. Come on, Mark. Mark, we know you put in the story about the chicken.
Like the things I actually know.
Mark Zuckerberg is an Illuminati plant.
That exciting. It's just that like
you're lying to me, Alexa.
You never know if they're gonna come like hunt me down. But yeah, like Facebook.
I've been working on my impression.
Oh my god!
I can't say like Facebook.
Trevor, play Oasis.
They've been really pushing live. Facebook Live.
Oh yeah.
It was like it was like the most rushed out. I mean, this is my personal opinion. I don't know the specifics, so I can just rip on it. Like anything about Facebook, I'll just go off on a tangent about how much
I'm sure
with a lot of it. But just like okay, the motto of Facebook, and this is not made up. This is their company credo. Their motto is move fast and break things.
Dude, that's a nihilist company if I've ever heard of one.
I'm a able to say that? That sounds like the war chant of a third world government.
Or our government, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough.
So what that means And it's such like a privileged, like entitled way of thinking. Because what it means is basically, listen, we're Facebook. We have billions and billions of dollars. So if
Somehow.
like we don't have to worry about like really testing and figuring out everything before we launch a product. We can just ride this train and throw the rails down as it goes. And then if it fucks up, because we broke the thing, it doesn't matter because we have so much money we can bail ourselves out. But if
because the super secret germs the Illuminati put in the water.
But if we succeed, then we succeed enough to compensate for all those losses because we were the first one out the gate to do it or to do it really well. Because we have such a big platform already. That's their whole thing.
So
like
here's
I believe that because that's basically the Valve mentality.
So here's the thing: there are two different kinds of going mad with power.
It's like how like rich people are the only people who actually win a lot of money from gambling.
Yep.
It's the same idea. It's like you can afford to keep losing money on all these big risks because you know that you have so much money, you can compensate your losses, and then when you do win big, it more than makes up for everything. And so it's the exact same system. And so
but here's
what Facebook does with everything.
Here's the inherent problem with them wanting to do.
They know that Twitch is getting big. They know esports is getting big, and so they want to get on it. They want Facebook Live. They know YouTube is getting big and having problems.
Esports is so big that it's going to be $10 billion worth of a industry by 2020.
So here's the thing: I can't wait for Mark Zuckerberg to go Elon Musk crazy. Where he's just like, yeah, I'm an irresponsible billionaire. I'm gonna put Facebook ads on the moon, and then just like, just fund an aerospace company out of insanity.
Wait, isn't that the fucking end plot of Naruto?
Yeah! Fucking Mark Zuckerberg summoned the infinite Tsukiyomi.
I just imagining Mark Zuckerberg running through the halls of Facebook. Like in the Naruto run with this.
Oh god, I hate that shit.
Call me Zuck.
Imagine listening to this podcast.
Believe it.
Believe it. Oh my god, I'm such a big fan of the idea of Mark Zuckerberg as a fucking Naruto villain.
HBO adaptation of The Social Network, but like that.
One of his eyes just blinks out and it's replaced with a big blue F.
Just like snakes come out of his mouth.
Anyway.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
What have I done?
Fucking Facebook is anime is such a great metaphor.
My god, it really like oh man, I miss the campus of Facebook because it was actually a really nice place to work. It was like the size of a college.
That's you should be terrified of that. That's what the entire plot of The Circle was. You should be terrified of millennial work culture.
Oh my god, I wanted to see The Circle just because I wanted to be like, okay, how much of this is just my job, but imagined by like a terrified baby boomer.
Yep. That's pretty much exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it looked like.
But yeah, my commentary on that is Facebook can try to get into the video and live stream market all they want, but their platform has always been awful if you're doing anything with integrating photo or video content.
Okay.
Like, their uploading system is the worst.
And that's what they're trying to get better. Or at least they want to act like
Let's keep in mind, Facebook wants to be aimed at the hip young kid who hasn't figured out what Twitter is yet. Facebook is currently incredibly popular with the people who go onto the Ask Jeeves Facebook page and post their questions for the world to see.
Is there really still an Ask Jeeves
There
page?
is an Ask Jeeves Facebook page, and it brings me infinite joy.
Yeah.
Because
I forgot that existed.
It is not. Go look at it right now. It is the greatest thing you've never wanted. It is nothing but old people. What was it? Jeeves, Google ounces to fluid metric units, or like, it's somebody posting on Ask Jeeves Facebook page.
Is it a bot?
No, it's just, I don't know what it is. They never respond.
So this is like, so somebody set up this page, and it's exactly like the snarky teenage kid that set up his uncle with his dad with a Twitter account.
I'm looking. Hang on. Okay,
Wow.
so it's the Ask Jeeves fan page. Let's see if I can validate that it is in fact.
Community. You gotta click on the community. Here's. Let me just read them off the
Well,
chat.
sorry, I was trying to find out if it was real or not.
It's real.
Oh my god.
It
What
doesn't
foods
matter if it's real or not.
What
It matters
foods
that
should a
old
breastfeeding
should
mother
breastfeed
avoid eating? Smith Dawson's solicitor's number. How to deaf. Who is Jeeves? Still alive?
Still,
Still alive.
Oh yeah,
I-
alive.
This is a
alive,
triumph.
Still alive? How much does a cubic meter of water cost?
Cost?
If someone messages
Cost?
If someone messages you, what else can he see? How do I brush my tongue without choking?
Ask the vet.
Why does my dog shake?
Search Google ketchup, please.
How long is a check valid for?
Oh my god.
Why all
Is
of a
this-
sudden do I
is
have no
this-
balance? I have a hard time
Is
walking.
this actually the Ask Jeeves Facebook page?
Is
Yeah.
Tupac Shakur alive and recently got arrested?
Oh my god, what?
How do you make sauce?
And sauce is spelled S-U...
Oh yeah, Seuss.
Souse! How to make souse?
Are cats okay with tulips in the house?
I don't think this is the actual Ask page, but who cares?
But is that
Ow.
domain still
Ow.
active?
It doesn't
It is, I just
matter
looked.
if it's real or not. They think it is.
There's just one guy who just asked nothing but how.
Oh yeah, so it's definitely not about the
Wait,
official,
wait,
but people
wait.
think it is. I'm going to the official one. It's
How many table scoops of margarine for butter?
Oh, scoops!
oh god. I don't even think the actual one has any
Press
post on it.
And mail app. Help, please.
What happens on Black Eye Friday?
Did I just die? I think I just died.
Emo Naruto A and V.
Yes.
Oh, please, yes.
Left on red during windstorm legality.
Wait, what? Was that somebody asking the legality of a magic?
Turn left on red during windstorm legality.
Oh,
Can you turn left on red during a windstorm?
Are
So-
Indian people born Asian? Oh
Like
no,
red-
this is so sad. Why don't my children call me?
No.
oh
House out
my.
for 5 years and sold it and made 3,000. Would I have to pay capital gains tax pounds? Yeah, it's a lot of old British people asking.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Wow,
God.
this turned into a Ask Jeeves
Oh, just
reflection
ketchup.
podcast.
This
Oh my
went to
God.
so many places.
I.
Why do bagel has hole?
Why do
eight-
bagel
how
has
many,
hole?
How many?
Why
eights,
do bagel has hole?
How many eighths in a quarter?
Really?
Orange chair?
How does-
Scary chair?
I'm
Again,
reading a lot about Bitcoin. Is it a
These
good
are the
investment
people that
for
Facebook
250
wants
euros?
to look at their gaming esports platform.
What if cat sat on to cat?
They ain't sitting, buddy.
Fun bet.
That's it. I'm done. I'm done with
No,
this.
keep
I
going.
leave it.
They
I
only
leave
get
it.
better.
How do socked board make fun more bet?
Please get off my phone, thank.
How many toes does the person with the most toes in the world have?
Where did you find this? Miles,
Oh, no,
where did you find this?
Dude, I go through some weird places on the internet. Like this quickly became my favorite. And you know what the best part about it is? This is updated daily. Like this is not like, oh, I'll take a look at the Ask Jeeves and there's like 3 new updates in a year. This is every day. There's a
No.
1,000
You know
new
what?
ones.
Did
You know
somebody
what my
just fall off of their chair?
I just dropped my keyboard. That's all.
Okay.
No. My favorite. Oh,
How
if
do
you wanna find-
I?
If you want to find something that's really funny, my favorite website like this is the "Why Was I Banned" forum on TV tropes. It is
Oh,
the
God.
gift that keeps on giving.
Oh god! I don't even go near TV
I remember
tropes,
that
but
there was
sounds amazing.
I remember that there was one guy,
Vita
and
Vita.
he got banned from TV tropes because he kept editing the Lion King to be defensive of the hyenas, and he would not let it go in the Why Was I Banned subforum, and it was fantastic.
What's a blue raspberry?
Oh no! Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of the
No,
other thing.
no, you're thinking of blue wall.
yeah,
different thing.
yeah.
A blue raspberry, by the way, is a raspberry.
Yes, except it's artificial.
How much turkey should I buy to feed 90 people? Was Einstein's brain seen to be different than normal brains?
Read these in a voice, please.
Okay.
Oh god.
Help.
Is there any other...
Read it like
so
Rivers Cuomo.
So Facebook,
Oh, God, no.
Facebook video's gonna fail. Is there any other news?
Is it gay to eat
Because I still
hot
have.
dogs?
Oh my god.
It's some Russian guy too.
Of course it is.
It's gay to eat hot dogs. Oh
Is it-
god damn it.
This is name. Oh my god. I still have to finish this Final Fantasy thing. I'm gonna do that now.
Oh god. All right.
How do I download RAM?
How do I download RAM?
For free Naruto.
Oh, honey. No. Oh man. Anyway, do we want to move on to the Atari stories?
Ask Jeeves is the only story I want to know.
To be fair, it's a better story than the Atari story.
It is a better story than.
Ask
Toy
Jeeves,
Story.
help me, please. Ask Jeeves, how do you pronounce epitome?
This robot seems like it's drunk.
Ask Jeeves, why don't children talk to me? Ask Jeeves, will my wife ever accept me for who I am? The past
Oh my
5
God.
have been the same guy. Does the 5-second rule apply to soup?
What? Oh no!
Does the
Hang on, I
5
gotta suck it out of the carpet, but it's only been 3 seconds.
apply to soup?
No.
What does inception mean?
I mean, well, hang on. Does it?
No! You know why? Because it's formless, shapeless, like
no.
water.
The 5-second rule has always been bullshit because even though it might take germs, 20 minutes to climb onto your food, dirt is on there immediately.
Are you suggesting that there's bacteria on dirt?
No, I'm suggesting that there's now dirt on your food.
How much is it to put an adopted child to sleep?
What the hell?
Where is my TV remote?
What makes them choose?
Where is my TV remote?
No. Let's not gloss over how much is it to euthanize an adopted child. Police?
I'm having flashbacks
pretty
to that
sure-
Jigsaw movie, Miles.
I'm pretty sure half of these are just like troll questions, but the other half are legitimately confused people, and they're a charm.
It's incredible.
Like somebody else, somebody else found this page. Is like, oh, I'm gonna post this on Reddit or 4chan, doop-de-doop-de-doo, and
What
ruined
is-
all the fun out of it.
What is a squirrel's nest called?
A
Is there a
nest?
punchline to this?
No, it's just
No, that's the question.
What is a squirrel's nest called?
That's got to be a setup for a joke.
No, apparently someone answered it. Apparently it's called a dray.
Thanks, Jeeves.
Multiple machines.
Thanks.
Like, what's
Order
with this
corn.
Android box?
How to
That
find
wasn't
eggs.
Jeeves.
Just order corn.
In the Bible, where are he words? This too will pass.
Oh God.
Famous quote by OK Go.
How do I get rid of a bear around the house? 5 question marks.
I actually understand their panic.
So this game has finally gotten to a point where
I
it's
can
made me ask. No,
I can understand their panic. I can't understand what they're Facebooking ass.
Wait, this guy just asked who made food.
Okay, guys, this is now. I am officially at the point where I have reached the Platinum Games trademark. What the fuck am I looking at? Moment.
Yeah, you'll have a few of those.
Well,
Is there a bunch of ass on screen?
No, it's a robot rocking a crib.
That's not Platinum. That's all Yoko Taro, my friend. If it was
Okay.
Platinum Games, that robot would have ass for days.
Okay, alright, fine. The first Yoko, what the fuck?
Exactly.
What is the meaning of the word conduct?
Alright. Ryan, can you tell me about this Guinness... No, it's not the... Yeah, the
Wait,
Guinness
guys.
World Records being defunct.
And, alright. So this is wild. Alright, so, since, like, 1982, this guy named Todd Bridges held the world record in the Atari 2600 game Dragster. Fairly, like, simple game. You just drive. It's an Atari game.
Okay.
Well, it has come out that, he had, fabricated the, sort of 5.51 seconds on the game. Turns out that the highest you can go, the highest score you can get in this game is 5.57 seconds. And the reason he was able to get away with this is because way back when he first submitted this is the oldest still standing high score in video game history, or at least was. All you had to do was take a photograph of your television and send it into Activision.
Right.
Since
I
1982.
feel like that's a pretty free out.
Yeah.
And in this time, like, Todd Rogers has been kind of this, like, name in retro gaming. He was in the King of Kong movie. He's the guy with the... He's not the guy with the long hair. He's the other guy with the mustache. And, not the reference. He's one of several guys with mustaches in the King of Kong.
Okay.
Oh god.
So, he was kind of like this big name in retro gaming, and so Twin Galaxies, the big scoreboard that has like high scores since the 80s, they banned him for life from the scoreboard and threw out all of his records because so many of them could not be corroborated.
Yeah, he's full of crap. Like, he's had a long-standing reputation for this.
Now, there is a subsect of retro gaming people, including the original designer of Dragster and Pitfall, David Crane, who defend him.
Yeah.
That he could do it, but people have gone through this game, gone through its RAM. There's not very much RAM in this game. Bytes of RAM. So there's not very much to go through. And they found that it's literally impossible to get 5.51 seconds in this game. Like, even if you, like, mash the controller button down as hard as you can,
That's
there's
a
no way
butt!
you can do it.
Android? No.
Sorry.
What?
I'm looking at a butt.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's a
Go
butt.
ahead. Go ahead.
More or less done. There's a really fascinating article in the Washington Post that I would basically just be reiterating if I told you the whole thing. But yeah, this whole story with this score from 1982 is in the retro gaming community right now, because people are losing their minds over this.
I bet.
And the Guinness World Record
That's
being
incredibly important to like 12 different people.
Guinness world record that's being stripped from him is not like the actual world record in Dragster. No one gives a shit about that. It's that this was the longest standing high score in video game history. All it took
success against a con. Like, it's worth celebrating.
Okay, so let's be real. How salty do you think the guy in second place has been this entire time?
like there are people who have like done this on Twitch and submitted it to Twin Galaxies and they've been stuck at number 2. There's a bunch of people who have the number 2 on this game, by the way, because they've tried to corroborate this for years.
How vilifying must this be? I knew it. I knew.
So what's the second longest standing one then?
I think it's
probably like a millisecond shorter.
No, I mean for like the second longest standing record for a different game, or is it the same game?
No, oldest
Yeah.
video game. I'm just gonna Google it.
You're not gonna ask Jeeves?
Okay, no, real talk. Ask Jeeves.
Oh my god.
Did you guys see the latest one I sent in the chat here?
Others.
Like,
Ask Jeeves, but ask it like an old man. Dear Jeeves, please, what is the second longest running video game right? Thank you.
if the cat,
I'm just gonna look through Twin Galaxies.
I just figured other people would citate it.
Twin Galaxies. What is the longest rented?
if the cat was hungry enough, can cat eat self?
oh, that's
Damn auto cannibalism.
That's
It's gonna be at 2600.
Where is
From
this
the 80s.
naked man? This is literally just like a weird combination of Rutger Hauer and Sephiroth.
Yeah. So Sephiroth.
Oh, right.
Now,
Okay, so those of you who actually like, those of you who follow other writers for this site, did you see Jen's tweet about frickin' One-Winged Angel?
No.
That changed my entire life. It's my new favorite.
The Final Fantasy song?
Yeah. So she's finally playing Final Fantasy 15, and you can play when you're in the car doing the bro thing. You can play music from the other games.
Ah, okay. Is there like a trap remix of that?
No, it's not. But she's like, it's only taken me this long to start only playing 7 music and being that asshole, and then like set up her tweet as I'll drop it in here, but I'm gonna say it too for the stream. She's like, Prompto, hand me the aux cord. Ignis, you better not play. Prompto, bells, frogs, bing cherries, jingle bells, mac and cheese, Sephiroth.
Are you serious?
And I'm like, that's how the song goes now. That's how the song works.
That's the official lyrics.
Those are the lyrics.
Wait, are you telling me that the Final Fantasy characters jam out to Final Fantasy music in-game and get it wrong?
Well, no, that's just her joke.
Her joke is the getting it wrong, yeah.
I was going to say, if they...
getting it wrong.
Okay,
They don't actually say pass the aux cord in
but
that.
But as far as I'm concerned, that's how the song goes now. Because that is
absolutely how the song goes now. So, hear me out. If Final Fantasy went full fucking no, god damn it, what's the song? What's the game? Saints Row 3. And just has like, hey yo, it's a song with the boys, and they just start all like beatboxing the saved theme, like the main crystal theme from Final Fantasy. Do 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 do. Just oh god damn it, that would be incredible. Saints Row died horribly, and it's very upsetting.
Yeah, got it. Who knows what's gonna happen to Volition and all that? Who knows?
Bought by EA.
No other video game is what I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, there's more we could dunk on EA, but I mean, we've been doing this for a while, and like I said, I actually
there's never not time to dunk on EA. Fucking god damn it, new BioWare game, get dunked.
Oh yeah, so that's official now, except they didn't really say it.
Fucking
oh yeah, the Anthem Delay.
The Anthem delay, which I didn't even realize when we were talking about it last week that it wasn't even official, but it was totally obvious.
No, it's straight up. They made it official, but they're like, not delaying it. We are moving it so it doesn't conflict with another AAA release. And I'm like, you motherfuckers released Battlefield 1 and then a week later released Titanfall 2 so that you could buy Respawn and close it in 3 years, you pieces of shit.
Yup.
I was so mad. I was like, are you kidding me? That's
God. Oh, they are closed, aren't they?
What?
Respawn? No, they're not closed.
They got bought by EA.
They got bought by EA. So what's going to happen is Star Wars game's going to come out and flop because EA's already screwed its credibility. and then they're gonna close Respawn because it didn't make them any money.
So, and here's my favorite thing. They just released numbers recently. They needed to sell 8 million copies of Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2 in order to become profitable. They shipped 7 million copies. They shipped sell 7 million copies.
Does that count digital units?
I don't know actually. They shipped 9 though. They were supposed to ship 10. They shipped 9, and they shipped 9, sold 7. They told shareholders they needed to 10 altogether. Like they needed to ship 10, sell 8. So there's a million copies that did not sell. So gamers learned a lesson a little bit, kind of, sort of, which is more progress than we usually get. But yeah, so now they're like, oh yeah, now we're definitely gonna back it because we need to make this game profitable. You know, the Star Wars game. Okay, so did you guys see the extra credits videos that have been kind of going around?
Yeah, I saw those.
Wait, of why everything costs so damn much?
Yeah. Did you guys watch these? Like they're decent videos.
There's a new one that came out today.
Yeah, there's a new one that came up today where they actually try to use numbers and everything, and they're like, well, you have to pay. You know, each employee costs $10,000 because you got to pay for their health insurance and da da da. And
I didn't even think of that. That's like, oh shit.
No, and I totally get that. And I get that. You know, some of these things are systemic problems. You know, we're talking about, capitalism. But
I like how
they talk, a few more. Oh, is it NieR, or did you just get your mind blown at?
NieR, the Naki Sephiroth boy just totally got stabbed open, and now he's alive again.
Yeah, that's NieR.
Yeah.
And
Damn it, not another one.
And sorry. Whew. Okay, so they talk about employees costing thing, and all that jazz, and then they say, oh well, you're gonna have your devs living here, so you need to hire a cleaning crew, and you need to keep the fridge stocked, especially during crunch time when they're here doing 20-hour shifts, and I'm like, that's not okay. But you're doing this video to talk about not cutting corners. A business that can't cut anything from its budget and still make people work 20-hour shifts is not a business that should be running. Much less complaining about not shipping a million extra units of a game that happens to be a Star Wars game. That's the industry. If the industry is that bad to where there's no way to cut down the budget and you're still pushing human beings beyond their maximum, you don't deserve to keep doing your job. You know what I mean?
Which continue. I will probably continue to beg the question until something actually happens about this industry. And we talked about it last week a little bit too. How is it that games development is not unionized? After all this
of it is
because Silicon Valley hates unions.
Well, so part of it is the voice actors unions on strike still. Last I checked.
No, they're not. They came to an agreement.
Oh, they settled it.
Yeah, that happened.
And that has nothing to do with it because those guys are a part of SAG anyway.
Yeah, they are unionized.
That's weird. It's the developers and all the people actually.
Yeah, and developers got mad at the voice actors. Getting mad at their employers for not paying them fairly, and it's like, ugh. Something's got to give somewhere. Don't stop making Destiny clones. People have Destiny and they're fine. Make another game.
Well, I don't know if you guys also watch that Gerard kid, the completionist.
Yeah.
So he did.
I know of him.
Okay, he does the 10 game rankings every once in a while. So he just published his 10 worst game experiences of 2017 yesterday, and 2 of them were actually just games that weren't necessarily bad, but were online games with absolutely dead communities by the end of the year, including For Honor and Lawbreakers, to the point where Lawbreakers,
For Honor, that came out. Oh
yeah, God, and it has a dead. It was dead on arrival too, but like the community is nothing, and now Lawbreakers is almost closing its doors, but even more so, it's just kind of like it's up, it's going, the servers are on, but it's impossible to play. And then you have something like Paragon. Did you guys hear about what was happening with Paragon?
Yeah, Paragon's going away.
And they're refunding everybody because it fucked up so bad. So between
they're refunding everybody.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite currently has 36 people online. Continue.
No, Fortnite's printing so much cash, Epic can actually afford to refund everybody for Paragon.
Yes, and that's fine. That's best case scenario. But imagine the poor fucking people that invested in Battleborn.
Yeah.
So you can't just keep doing all of these multiplayer games and expect people to just continuously support them. The only time you'll ever get that is a Halo title, like Halo 3. How long were those servers online? Like
for a while.
Yeah, it's like it should be if there's an online multiplayer game and it does well, it's like you can tell how well of a lifespan it had because it's a big deal to people when the servers get shut off.
Sure, and I mean the player count's always kind of consistent.
Like
when you get right down to it, like I look forward to in a year from now when we get like 4 PUBG clones and not a single one takes off because people already have PUBG.
But then but then you have all these people that could be making great single player games in that time, and instead their resources and efforts are wasted and they get laid off because the game didn't do well.
They could still make a multiplayer game. Same multiplayer game. That's the problem. That's the real problem. Is that the industry loves chasing a trend that they don't like creating one.
Yeah, it's because everything at the end of the day is still a business, and if you look at like shareholders and investors,
that's right.
They want to treat games like every other business, where like every other business, like if you look at like fast food, every like goddamn chain copies like whatever sandwich the other one makes, and they all do pretty well out of it. And so like
they want that out of gaming. Like they
want that out of gaming because they think it's the same, or they think it's the same thing like movies. Like
and let's go back to the whole Nintendo thing where they're making all kinds of cash, making their shareholders happy. Their shareholders 2 years ago told them to stop making the NX and completely pivot to smartphone development.
Yeah.
And did not and still have not totally swallowed those words, but yeah, they didn't want the Switch to come out, and the funny thing is like the Switch is like the greatest argument for better ways of doing this stuff.
Yeah, well, it's like it's innovation with understanding the tools that you already have,
Yeah, and it's not it is graphical fidelity, like. Yes, Zelda is still a very big game, and it's very beautiful, but a lot of that comes from cheating. I'm sure you've seen the mods and the glitches where you can take out the cell shading and take out the fog. That's from that game, and you can see just how not fully rendered some of that game is.
But that was a technique they were doing even with Wind Waker, and people weren't complaining unless you were like a friggin' like idiot gamer. Oh wait, we're all idiots. Complaining about the visuals of it back when it came out. Yeah, they were like Shrek and Goku. We're all idiots.
It all comes back.
Jesus. I want a Zelda that's just called Shrek Waker.
There is a Shrek fighting game, by the way.
Apparently, I got correct.
I used to play the Shrek game on Nintendo, the Game Boy Advance.
God. I had the Shrek 2 game, the platformer.
Yeah.
I had that too. Oh my god, is that one a trip, dude?
Yeah, I remember you just like run around. You could be like Donkey, Fiona, or Shrek, and they all have different stats.
Oh my god, dude, that Game Boy Advance title above all others, combined with marijuana, is a great night.
Nice.
I mean, keep it green. You know what I mean?
Keep it green with the marijuana cigarettes. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Now here we are. We've got. And this is exactly like a fucking Assassin's Creed game. Well done, Square.
Oh boy. All right. So now that I have kind of escaped from that boss battle and I am at a point of saving, do we think we've got anything else to add, or do we think this is it for the week?
I think this was a pretty successful episode.
I would say.
It was an episode.
It was an episode.
Can we just like reminisce of all the different journeys we took?
We've
tonight?
had a lot of journeys tonight.
We started with Weezer. We talked about
Ask Jeeves.
Minion. We went to the Ask Jeeves place.
Oh, we've touched so many
Jeeves.
different corners of the internet.
There's always more Ask
places.
I got to dunk on Facebook, man. We got everything tonight.
Good stuff.
We called out the Illuminati on their bullshit.
We did.
Oh my god! Wait, actually, can I tell you guys? Okay, last thing. About
the Illuminati.
No, it's legit about the Illuminati. I can't remember.
Oh god damn it! Mark Zuckerberg has a triangle tattoo on his back that he used to commune with ghosts.
No, where did I put the book? Holy shit!
Oh god damn it!
Okay.
There's a book.
I hit
There's
it.
a big book of Mark Zuckerberg's Illuminati crimes.
I hit it, but okay. So,
you hit it. We're getting into stuff. We're getting into the Mark Zuckerberg hot take.
On the Facebook campus, there is a little glass booth where people can leave books and also pick up books whenever they want. I walked in one day, and there was only one book on the shelf, and the book itself had the Illuminati eye, and the name of the book was "Who Really Runs the World," and I took that book.
It's a 1,000-page book. All of the pages except one are blank, and the one page in all font, in all bold text and italics, Mark Zuckerberg.
I'm really pissed. I don't remember where I put that book.
Wait. So the question is, who runs the world?
Girls.
Yeah. Girls.
Damn it.
Sargon was right, I guess.
We run this mother, girls.
As I'm rifling through all my drawers, it's here somewhere.
You should lose.
All right. Well, thanks guys for coming along with me on this journey. Our longest podcast
Jeeves
to date.
I'm so glad that Ask Jeeves is now officially a weekly segment.
No. Well, maybe.
I'm glad that everybody here voted on that, and everybody voted for yes.
Yeah, whenever we don't know what to talk about anymore, we go to the Ask Jeeves page, or we find a bad script and start reading.
That we need to do. We need to get our hands on some kind of shooting script for the Street Fighter movie.
So to start every podcast, we're gonna read one Rivers Cuomo quote.
Like the beginning of Kingdom Hearts, where it's like that really hokey graphic design with like the twinkle.
When you walk away.
When it's a Rivers Cuomo quote that's like questionably misogynistic.
If you're wondering if I want you to, I want you to.
All right.
God.
I'm going to cut it off here. If anybody is still watching, it looks like there's somebody. Thanks. And,
all right, hang on. Real quick.
What?
Everybody listening, go play Deadly Premonition and buy Monster Hunter. I don't care if you play it. Just buy it.
I guess those are video game things. That's good to end on.
Yeah, no, that's actually pretty good. All right.
Play Deadly Premonition.
It's not bad. I need to play that.
You really do.
I do.